love. All right, let's do this. This is the third take. YouTube, I'm sorry. You missed it. I messed up so many times live on stream. Pretty embarrassing. This is the Twitch stream right here where you're laughing at me. It sucks. But here we are again with DRA, Despair Academy. I'm very excited to be picking up where we left off last time. It's going to be super hype. Chapter 1, Part 4 is what we're doing today. We're going to go all the way up until we can't anymore, which is pretty sad. It's only the end of Chapter 1. So we'll be able to see the investigation and the trial and hopefully the execution. Some of y'all said we don't get an execution, but I could have sworn I've seen an execution before. But hopefully we get to see that. Let's start it up. Roku! Welcome! How have you been? Let's do this. Why is my video buffering? Has anybody had this issue with YouTube recently where it's like videos endlessly buffer? I had a problem with my last Danganronpa video where people were saying they couldn't hear sound from it. I don't know what's going on with that. I did nothing. All I did was upload the video. YouTube ruined it. We hype? I'm hype. Here we go. This is right where we left off. What? What is it, Yuki? Ayame! This can't be. Yeah, YouTube's been having so many issues. Kyoka's... Ah! Dude, Yuki is screaming. Echoing despair, eye for an eye for a death. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, a class trial will begin. Oh, good old Monokuma. What was that announcement? Before that, we need to tell the others. Yikes. I'll go then. I was still screaming on the spot, and by the time I regained my composure, everyone was gathered in front of the girls' restroom. He was screaming for that long? Red text in Danganronpa equals serious I forgot they have the clown girl. The dreadful scene was still visible inside the girls' restroom. Yuki, it's dangerous to go in. Tsurugi, what's up, my dude? How you doing? But he's right. I heard this from Monokuma the other day while walking in the hallway. Haruhiko's in the chat too. The machine guns will roast us into ashes if we try to enter the restroom of the opposite sex. That's a good point. But Kyoka's in there, and we can't even check on her? So we can't even investigate properly. The girls would have to investigate for us. Yuki, calm yourself. Let the girls get to her. No, please don't. I ask you all to refrain from doing anything that may disrupt the crime scene. Don't bully Crown Girl, she's cute. True. Tsurugi, I don't think you have to act like a policeman here. A friend of ours died, and you're just acting like it's another day on the job. I apologize. I'm also reflecting on my own inability that caused this tragedy. I don't deserve to stand here with you. But still, I ask for your cooperation. We have to investigate the situation and find the truth. The truth? What do you mean by that? Why do you think Kyoka died? Or tell me, were you thinking she just killed herself because of that rope around her neck? Somebody killed her. Then Kyoka was really murdered? Yamaguchi, dude. Look how buff he is. That's so great. Yes, that would be correct. Kyoka Maki is a victim of murder. Monokuma, you son of a... Wait a second. Isn't it still possible for her to have committed suicide? We haven't even started the investigation yet. See Teruya look like that? Oh my god. Suicide? Nonsense. I can say this for sure. Kyoka was murdered by another person. And the perpetrator of such a crime is, of course, one of you guys. The buff lawyer. You gotta love him. I think I got so impatient that I wanted to just download the game, but I don't know how to do that stuff. That can't be true. One of us is the culprit. Certainly. That someone must have wanted to get out so badly after seeing my motive video yesterday. I remember how broken everybody was. Not that I will blame everyone for it. After all, it's just natural human tendency. You can't really call that wrong, can you? It's so funny to see Taria look so not SDRA2. Like, exactly. That's exactly where I was getting to. Nothing is wrong about a murder? Do you not know that homicide is the worst possible crime that a person can commit? Is that true? Silly girl. The type of reasoning only works outside. You live in a different world. One that consists entirely of this school. In other words, the only kind of law that exists here is the school regulation. There's really a killer among us? Among us. Who is it? Who's the killer? I forgot all about Kizuna. You damn criminal. Quit this bullshit now. How scary. Careful, or you'll kill a bear today. Anyway, don't be so mad. Relax. I'm here to help you guys. You see, boys, aren't you having trouble because you can't enter the girls' restroom? Yes. That will prevent a fair investigation from happening. So for this case, the restroom sensor will be disabled until the end of the class trial. Well, there we go. That solves that issue. Of course, this doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. As the headmaster, I promote healthy relationships between boys and girls. Healthy? An investigation? For what? When a friend of ours has just died. Investigate the case for the upcoming class trial. What else could it be? You know, I really wish, like, the characters in this game dated. That's right. Didn't I tell you? In order to graduate, you have to clear the class trial after murdering someone. I want to see more ships in Danganronpa. How will the Blacken deceive the others while hiding their own identity? How will the remaining spotless find the Blacken? Ah, the thrills. I feel like Shattered Hope is starting to do that. They're actually acting upon the ships. Investigation is all for that. Have you ever seen a detective who points out the culprit without any prior investigation? You bastard! You've got to be kidding us. Well, spend your time wisely until I call you again. Last but not least, here's a bonus for y'all. DR, but with support ranks like in Fire Emblem? That would be cool. Dude, freaking, now that you bring that up, Danganronpa Shattered Hope is about to have those butterfly events come out next weekend. I lied to you guys and said it was this weekend. I was wrong. It's actually next weekend that the butterfly events are coming out. This weekend, Shattered Hope just released the walkthrough to the cabin confiding game. But yeah, they're going to have the butterfly events, and they're actually modeled after the Fire Emblem support rank system. And it's going to be so cool. I can't wait for that. I'll give you this, namely the Monokuma file. It's meant to be a guide to those who haven't encountered this kind of situation before. It contains some useful information like the cause of death and fatal injury. Well, some of you are experts on this field and may not need this. But it doesn't hurt to have one, does it? Don't you want one too? Here you go. Boop, boop, boop. The cause of death? How do you even know that? How would he not know that? Because I saw it through the surveillance camera. What do you think I do at night? Hibernate? Wrong. I'm always watching you. Dude, that's awesome. It really is. It's going to be cool. Would that mean that you already know the culprit? Who said that? Oh, Ray. Glad to hear that. I was wondering if Monokuma was trying to trick us again. As long as I have a fair game, I'm fine. Ray? Where have you been? Uh-oh. Don't say the bathroom. Okay, good. At the entrance, investigating. I came here when I heard a body was discovered. I haven't played Fire Emblem, but that still sounds really interesting. It is. What? How can you be this late when there's a murder? Especially when you love to be so nosy like that. Yeah, right. How were you the only one missing when we were all here? Ha! What are these morons talking about? You know what's crazy? Since we've been playing SDR or watching SDRE 2, we already know she's not dying. Just confess it already. Aren't you the killer? Wait, stop. It's not the time to fight against each other. Looking kind of sus, I know, right? What's this? Now I'm suddenly left out? Well, fine. I won't let this get on me. Everyone, good luck on the investigation and see you later. Might be irrelevant, but I'm currently making it a supernatural AU of the main Danganronpa game / anime. That's pretty cool. After Monokuma left, no one dared to let out a word for a very long time. It was only natural. One of the 14 students standing here has murdered Kyoka. The familiar tension in the atmosphere, eyes doubting each other. The conflict was already at its climax. So, are we planning to do this forever? Huh? Will we stand here for the remainder of our time, doing nothing at all? Monokuma had said that a punishment awaits the losing party of the trial. Yeah, Roku loves Supernatural, so she'd like that. Punishment? Does that mean execution? Indeed, we all die if we fail to find the truth. That's why we have to do this. Yeah, you definitely have Roku's attention. I have to do this. I will die if I don't. By doing this, I'll need to question every one of us and point someone out as the culprit. Sadly. Still, I must do it. If I don't want to die, if I want to survive, it's inevitable. When I became aware of my surroundings again, I found myself unknowingly entering the girls' restroom. You know you wanted to. You know you wanted to. It hurts that I had to doubt a friend, but a weird yet more intense feeling was boiling up inside me. What's up, Phantom Trickster? Welcome to the stream. I want to know, why did this happen to Kyoka? Who's the culprit that killed her? I want to find out. Curiosity took over my reason. And what do I want to do with it? I want to find that out as well. For now, it may be better to follow this strange desire. Damn. I will do it. I will expose the culprit and survive. That's the only way, right? This man Yuki acting like a protagonist? It feels so weird. Like, it feels so weird. Before starting the investigation, let's read the Monokuma file first. Sounds good. It feels so weird. I mean, he looks like a protag. It just feels weird, though. He has the look. The victim is Kyoka Maki. The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. The body was discovered hanging in the girls' restroom of the student dormitory. The cause of death is a contusion on the... What is that? Occiput? There seems to have been excessive blood loss from the wound. What is that? I don't know all the medical terms, but what is that? Is this it? Some more info would have helped. Well, I'll start from here, step by step. He ain't got that protag Ohoge though. True. Let's check anything that looks suspicious, and it might be a good idea to talk with others so we can share our knowledge. I will find out the truth, for sure. Not gonna lie, I would like it if Yuki was the main lead in SDRA 2. Kind of wondering what he thinks about in chapter 4 and 5. True. I kind of wish, like, in Danganronpa, it switched between people sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you got to see what goes on in the minds of, like, everyone. Occipital lobe, I think. The back of her head. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for looking that up. Occiput. The back of the head or skull. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So it's the back of the head that got hit. Go everywhere you could reach and look closely at suspicious objects to collect truth bullets. The class trial will begin once you collect all of them. Investigate thoroughly. You know what? Pretty soon we'll be able to play SDRA 2. Bye, Yumino. Thanks for stopping by. I've always wondered about that. Like, what if maybe once per chapter we got to play as a different character? That'd be interesting. Blaze forgot that Shobai exists. True. And we did get to look into the minds of Shobai. What's up, Mask Kid? So we got the Monokuma File 1 in our Truth Bullet section. Yep, this game was done in RPG Maker, which is pretty cool. So the estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. She was discovered hanging, and she has a contusion in the back of her head. How did people do a Danganronpa game on RPG Maker? That's impressive. You know who's actually doing that? It's a fangan. Zell. Zell's fangan. It's called Danganronpa Fandom's Calling. It's a really interesting fangan. Kanata, are you alright? It hurts me emotionally to do this, but I shouldn't avoid it, right? Because this is our only option? Yeah, this is the only thing we can do. I'll do everything I can to help everyone as much as possible. I'll do it so we can uncover the truth. Thanks. Did you read the Monokuma file? Yes, there wasn't anything particularly remarkable. I like this. The text actually moves slow, unlike SDRA 2. Kanata, do you think we could trust the Monokuma file? It might give us false information to throw us off. Classic Danganronpa background music? Mm-hmm. Gotta love it. I came up with the same question and examined the body by myself. And I'm sure the information given in the Monokuma file is true. Okay, we know Monokuma's not lying. The time and cause of death mostly seems to match. Protect the child, please. I see. I thought it could be Monokuma's trap. Guess I should start from here. Though, there are very little clues. This is just my opinion, but did you know if you bruise the occipital lobe, your vision could blur into one big color? That's where your vision is processed. Don't fall on the back of your head. Not recommended. Yikes. This is just my opinion, but don't you think Miss Maki's body looks a bit odd? What do you mean by that? Odd? Both my examination and the Monokuma file concludes that the cause of death was a contusion on the occiput. Then why is she hanged? That's a good point. Oh yeah, I don't see a reason for the culprit to hang her unless they were planning to choke her to death. Maybe she wasn't dying fast enough? I was puzzled also and proceeded to check Miss Maki's neck. The rope wasn't even tight. Oh, so they were trying to cover it up. When a person is hanged, there should be a clear mark, or in worst cases, blue discolorations on the skin that was in contact with the rope. But there's barely a mark on her neck, and I can't quite understand the cause. Judging from the state of the body, I would rather say the rope has simply wrapped around her neck than hanged her. So Kyoko is not hanged? We know the actual cause of death is a contusion. The rope has nothing to do with it. Then why? It was Byakuya. He came. He wanted to make this a game. Wanted to make it harder than it really needs to be. I think this will be important. Thank you, Kanata. My pleasure. My medical knowledge is far from perfect, but I'm glad that I can help you. Why she sounded like she's from Chick-fil-A? It was in his player card? If only I was skilled enough to bring the dead back to life, Miss Maki wouldn't have gone through all of this. Aww. Good point. No one can ever bring a dead person back to life, so don't blame yourself, Kanata. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Maida. I'll continue the autopsy in case I missed anything. Oh, she's so cute. Why are you so cute? And I feel bad for Miss Maki when I leave her alone, so just don't push yourself so hard. Your mom came in to ask for your report cards. I hope you got good grades. We need good grades in this house. Shut up. Yeah, I need to shut up. Mikako, what are you staring at like that? Are you good? The rope. There. Rope? It's strange. What's strange about it? The rope hanging Kyoka is strange? The hook. Can we speak in full sentences, please? Huh? Oh, she's right. I was too shocked by the sight of Kyoka's corpse to notice it earlier. And now I see that the rope is fixed to the ceiling bar by a hook. Go, Kira! Here we go. With the Here comes the money. Tier 1 sub using Prime. Thank you so much, Kokira. Welcome. But, Liz with the fresh camera? You already know. What's up? How is it strange? It was probably just used to hold the rope in place. Are you streaming today, Koki? If it was done from the inside, it cannot be tied like that. Huh? What do you mean? Why would someone need to tie it up there like that, though? Oh, I thought they were finally having an actual conversation, but she went silent again. Why can't she speak to me in full sentences? Complete sentences, please, girl. Still, I think she knows something. That means there's something about that hook. Kyoka was hooked on a feeling. All right, we're gonna shut that down. We are not gonna bring up these puns, please. Something on the wall. What is that yellow stuff? It's mustard. Dark yellow liquid that appears to be sticky was stuck on the wall. That looks disgusting. Does she mean it was done outside? It felt more slippery than I thought when I gently touched it. Green hair boy vibing in the background. It's oddly disturbing. I tried smelling the liquid on my finger. Ew, don't do that. Yuck, it stinks. Why would you put that on your finger if it stinks? What is the smell? It's somehow familiar. Hooked on feeling? Please stop. Have you smelt that liquid? Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what this is? Disgusting. Look at the new sub badges. Yeah, we got Blaze. We got Blaze sub badges. Aren't they cute? You didn't answer me if you were going to stream. Later. Well, I cannot say for certain, but I believe the odor is closest to that of rubber. 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 Yeah, I think that's accurate. But it's not just rubber. It smells terribly like a stinky mixture of rubber and oil. Like rubber and oil. It's on the floor too. What do you think it is? Maybe it was here the whole time? No, that's unlikely. Doesn't it look like the stain is heading towards Kyoka's body? So Kenji made a convincing point. An explanation I can think of is the liquid trickled down the wall into the floor, eventually flowing toward Kyoka's body. What is that, though? A rubbery, oily substance. Nearfan, hi! Welcome! Dude, it's been forever. Welcome. I think this is an important piece of evidence related to the case, too. But I still don't have enough clues yet. I'm confused. Rubbery oil smell. Oh, this is... The squad is here. Mana's here today. It's the horsemen. We're here. There's a small bloodstain right in front of Kyoka's body. That makes me happy. A bloodstain. Does that mean the hanging has nothing to do with the case? I'm sure hanging itself won't cause you to bleed. There wasn't any notable bloodstains on her body. All that was found was a thick clot smeared on the hair near the bruise. So I suppose the culprit wiped the blood on her body? Huh. Kyoka's body. What happened? This is a real death of a human. Yeah, I mean, of course it is. Why is she hanging around? Wow. Why is there only 2 video qualities of auto and 720p when normally you can have lower on Twitch? Because Twitch is mean. So it depends on when you start your stream or whatever. If they give you quality options, like some streamers get quality options because they're if you're a partner, you always get quality options. If you're like me and you're a smaller streamer, you don't always get quality options. So yeah, it kind of sucks. It's the luck of the draw. This is a real death of a human. As I watched from up close, I felt like I was becoming extremely closer to death itself. Ew. Dragon Uprising, that actually sounds cool. Where characters are mutants. Yeah, definitely wait till you graduate school and have a stable job. Kyoka. Last night, it was Kyoka who saved me from losing my mind after watching The Motive. In a situation where you can't even trust yourself, her bright smile drove negative thoughts away. Yeah, I'm streaming on a Sunday in the afternoon, and this is when a lot of streamers stream, so they're not going to give me quality options for sure, which is sad. I shouldn't run away from reality. No matter what, I have to face it and move forward for Kyoka's sake. I think professionals like Tsurugi and Kanata already examined the body, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to look over it myself. Please look over it. Let's see what's up with it. Sorry, Kyoka. I'll check your body real quick. That sounds creepy. Struggling to keep myself from retching, I inspected Kyoka's body. The game was so bad I had to stop you from playing, bro. I'm dead. According to the Monokuma file, the death happened about 3 hours ago. Only 3 hours have passed, but there wasn't even a tiny bit of life left in Kyoka's body. Anyway, the Monokuma file said that the cause of death is a contusion on the occiput. I carefully examined the back of Kyoka's head. There really was a large bruise on Kyoka's head. It created a giant dip on the skin. Is that really blood? Is that her blood? Something's not right. How is there not a single drop of blood on the body when there's an injury like this? The culprit could have wiped it away to get rid of remaining evidence. But that would be pointless since the Monokuma file tells us everything. Does it have something to do with the liquid that we found earlier? I feel like the liquid has something to do why the blood isn't on the body and it's only on the head. But what would be the point in that? Blaze goes to Mick Lollies? No. Kyoka? Huh? What's this? Marvel Adventures is booty, bro. That's a booty game. I think it's going on sale too. While examining Kyoka's body, I suddenly realized that she was holding something in her hand. This looks like a piece of paper. Did someone melt a bunch of erasers to make her slip and hit her head or something? It's definitely that. With some effort, I pulled out a scrap of paper that seemed to have been ripped out of a notebook from Kyoka's stiffening clutch. A notepad. I wonder if it's from the ones Monokuma put in each of our rooms. What does it say on it? There's something written on the paper. You play the crap out of that game? I wish the game was free to play. Come to the laundry room at 6. That and any cam be waiting. Wait, what? This would be a fairly important piece of evidence. 6 o'clock is precisely Kyoka's time of death. The killer must have killed Kyoko with this. With the paper? I think at the time I was playing the Somnium Files, and there's a character there named Mama. Yeah, there is. Mama is in the Somnium Files. I don't think there's anything else special. Plus, I don't want to touch a dead friend's body any longer. I silently prayed for her. Aww. Yuki's so nice. What's up, M6? Welcome. How you been? I guess we're done with that video. On to part 6. I haven't played a multiplayer game in so long, man. Same. I don't play any multiplayer games anymore, really. Other than Among Us. I think that was the last one I played. Hey, Yuki, how's your investigation going? I played Call of Duty when it first came out. That was fun. The recent Call of Duty game. Well, can't say for sure. Her body's here, but it doesn't necessarily mean she was killed here. Exactly. Good point. Would you come look over here? What did you find? Look, what? The door. Don't you see that? Let me see. I need it. I need to see it. Yeah, I see that. It's your room. This is a key piece of evidence. Blaze is officially washed up. Spends all his time playing anime games if he's not with his girl. I've never been so jealous. That is true. I'm pretty washed up. I just play anime games. That's it. That's all I got now. Your room is a key piece of evidence? Not the room. Look at the nameplate. Oh, you remember? Remember, you could take the nameplates off. I don't know what you're trying to say, Tsurugi. That happened like 2 or 3 episodes ago. I see that it's your room, but no, this is not my room. Huh? What do you mean by that? Kokira, I want to play an online game with you. In Mana. I don't exactly know what happened and how the nameplates were switched. How you like your lollies? I don't like lollies, okay? They are switched. Yes, with Kyoka's. And she happens to be the victim of this case. Somebody's trying to frame you. I don't hate you. Stop. And she happens to be the victim of this case. Come over here. All right, what do you got to show me now? This is my actual room. Okay. Nameplates being switched sound familiar? Yes, Danganronpa 1. That's... Next to the door that Tsurugi pointed out as his room was a plate that read, Kyoka Maki. You know what I really want to do? I want to play through the entire series of Danganronpa, but not just the games. Like I want to read like Killer Killer. I want to do IF again. I wanted to read Danganronpa 0. I want to do it all. I noticed it was when I was going around to call you guys in the morning. I wasn't aware of the murder back then, so I assumed I could manage it later. But looking back now, I think this tells me the overall flow of events. I hope the best for a lolly dentist? No, I don't. You can see what happened just from this. I haven't read Killer Killer, but I've seen one. Well, roughly combined with evidence gathered from other places. I have some experience in this field after all. I actually found your channel from your reading of Danganronpa 0. Dude, I wish I would have finished that. It makes me sad. Oh, right. He is the ultimate police. He encountered actual murder cases before. He would certainly know what to do in this sort of situation. I'm glad you found me. A lot of people actually found me from that. That video kind of went sort of not necessarily viral, but it did really good. It's like one of those recommended videos. Yuki, besides that, I need to know something. Do you know who switched the nameplates around? No, I don't. Even if you say so. Thinking about doing boxing classes? That'd be cool. Ah! I remember from last night. Ah, were you scared? Scared? You're such a coward, begging for your life immediately at the spot. What an amusing sight! Oh, Monokuma. Remember the accident with the nameplates? Yep, this is exactly what I was thinking of. So funny. Satsuki, please stop. Well then, though not on purpose, you still broke the nameplates. So I call this a punishment? Anyway, put these nameplates back on. I'll really punish you if you don't. And keep in mind you won't be exempted for a second offense. I'll pick up the broken pieces so you don't get cut. It was Pilot Twink. I think I know who it was. Really? For real? But even if he did, why? I thought Muay Thai was a drink. Oh my god. Kokira, you gotta go. Make sure to hold on tight to that information. This nameplate will most likely be the root cause of Kyoka's death. Tsurugi, are you okay with me not telling you who switched the nameplates? Wait, why wouldn't you tell him? I won't mind it. There's no need if you know who it was. We'll talk more in the class trial. If it bugs you so much, you should try talking with that person right now. Theory. Someone killed the girl and with the rope dragging the body. Then he or she washed the floor with blood and hang the body in the girls' restroom. So I think the culprit is a girl. Well, yeah, that makes sense. It has to be a girl if they were in the bathroom, right? For sure. The person who switched the nameplates. It must have been him. Let's go ask. Muay Thai does sound like a drink. It does. Have you guys ever had a Thai tea? Thai iced tea? It's really good. Ah, Yuki. Haruhiko. This was the culprit. Sorry for not being much help. I'm trying my best to investigate, but I don't get anything. What should I do? Thank the Lord there's no thoughts. Hey Haru. I have a question for you. Huh? For me? What is it? When we were with Kyoka and Satsuki last night, what did you do after getting back from the restroom? Don't even buy milk tea at home. I made some at home the other day and it's so easy. You can watch a video and learn it once and save so much money. That sounds cool. Oh, that sounds good. I really want some milk tea. You know that I broke the main plates, so I just put the new ones back up like Monokuma told me. It's Haru. Arrest him immediately. Oh, sorry Haruhiko. You guys were gone by then. It was a bit lonely doing it all by myself, you know? Is that all? What's the matter, Yuki? Did I say something wrong? I went straight to bed after putting them back on. Ah. So the two nameplates that you broke yesterday. What if it says... Do they belong to Kyoka and Tsurugi? What if it's Satsuki? What if Satsuki is the one that killed Kyoka? That's my guess. That's my guess. Because she was there and she saw the nameplates broken. She actually thought it was funny. Kyoka and Tsurugi. Yeah, I think so. I'll be frank here. Since last night, the nameplates on Kyoka and Tsurugi's rooms have been switched. That would make sense. Switched? And Satsuki is a girl, so she would be able to hang her in the bathroom. Yeah, Tsurugi said it'll be an important piece of evidence. No, God, please, no. But I couldn't think of anyone else than you that could have messed with them. What about the people that saw? There were witnesses that saw it broken. And one of the Switch nameplates belongs to Kyoka, the victim. Seriously, Blaze, you really hate clowns. I do! For real? For real. Isn't this too much to be a coincidence? Wait a second. Switched? They're switched? Did I? You saved $27? Really? What is it, Haru? It's probably my fault that the nameplates were switched. Possibly? So you really did? Why did you switch them? Is it because you're the culprit? That's too easy. No, trust me, please. I'm innocent. Are you now? Okay, I trust you. No, don't trust him, Yuki. No, I'm kidding. It can't be him. So can you explain why you switched the nameplates around? Well, actually, why the fuck are you scared of her, even though it's getting old at this point? I'm not scared of her. I just don't like clowns. I normally don't pay a lot of attention to the dorm rooms, so it was a bit difficult to see whose room was whose. I mean, I wasn't sure where Kyoka and Tsurugi's nameplates originally were. What about this? They killed her and then used her model pad to get into the girls' bathroom? Possibly. Plus, that restroom trip in the middle just kept adding to the confusion. And I didn't want to bother anyone when they've just gone into sleep. So I put them back based on my vague memory. I heard tapioca pearls are really hard to cook, which is why I never tried it. But I must have done it wrong. I'm sorry. So that's what happened. All right. I don't know how this connects to the case yet, but it seems like an important clue. I really don't know. Don't assume I'm the culprit just because I did it. Kyoka died. Jaybird. Same. Yeah, see, Near Fan, you thought it was too. I won't. Thanks for telling the truth. We're not gonna label you as the culprit. Chill out, Haru. Which character is your fave? In this series, I'd probably have to go with Ray. I feel like Ray's the most interesting. And now, since I'm kind of biased, right? Because I watched SDR, I'm watching SDRA 2. And like, now seeing Ray at SDRA 2, and now coming back to this and seeing her now, I'm like, you have a lot of relevance to the plot line. So I want to know more about her. So it's like, I'm kind of biased. What are you looking at? Incompetent. I was gonna fall asleep to the stream, but now I want to make food. Make me some food too. Ray, when the murder happened, what made you come late? Roku's cooking? What are you cooking up? Why should I tell you? Besides, I told you not to talk to me. What chapter are we in? This is chapter 1. I was investigating in the entrance hall. There was something of particular interest. And what is that? Was it more important than a friend's death? Yuki asking the right questions? Friend? Since when were you guys and I friends? Good point. You... Does she have to be friends with everyone? Well, I admit an actual murder happening was beyond my expectation. But should I be shocked by every single incident that occurs here? Good point. Nier was asking me about tapioca pearls because I made mine from scratch. You made yours from scratch? That's cool. Hey, friend or not, I don't think that's how we should react to a person's death. So what? I was born like this. Is that what we say? I was born this way? Okay, Lady Gaga, chill out. That's why I'm different from the rest of you. She is the most realistic person here. Why don't you quit wasting time and go investigate? The class trial is a piece of cake for me. Really? So you got this all solved, but I'm not going to offer any help. See, Roku, we needed you at that tapioca restaurant I went to. You mean, you know the entirety of the case? Absolutely. Are you playing me for a fool? This whole murder case is a joke. Really? So this trial should be a breeze. Not because you're the culprit. Now look at who's treating an innocent person like a criminal just because I was late. Wow, Ray, wow. Right. Suspecting a friend as the culprit? Is that the mutual trust you guys were so busy talking about? She's the Togami of this game? Got it. Right. But I don't know the culprit yet. And you look the most suspicious right now because of that extra time you took. Dude, Yuki is terrible at this. Oh my god. Even if I am the culprit, why would I commit murder in the first place? He is really bad at investigating. Do you think I'm foolish enough to be swayed by some dumb video? Then give us a proper explanation. There's no evidence to back up your claim. Are you an idiot? Tapioca is really dangerous to eat undercooked, though. Is it? Sure, there's no evidence nor any witnesses, but even if I was late for a different reason, it doesn't mean I'm the culprit. She is literally female Togami? Pretty much. Coming late to the murder scene despite the announcement is suspicious enough. This is a waste of time. Get lost if you don't get what I'm saying. She had Yuki looking like a fool right now. I have things to check on and can't spare time for morons. Ray, why do you always have to... Jeez, what a nuisance. Why are you acting so friendly anyway? If you still want more, go see that brawny lawyer. He'll prove my innocence. Wait, so you have an alibi is what you're saying? It's made from a plant that is closely related to potatoes, and you already know not to eat raw potatoes. True. Rei Makaru. I can't understand her. Disregarding everyone else for incompetence? Not even caring in the slightest bit about a murder? I have to admit, her reasoning and research skills are exceptional. And becoming a top university professor at her age certainly isn't an easy thing to do. You can't eat raw potatoes? No, you cannot. It's not good for you. But did she have to be so hostile and antagonistic all the time? But by the end of the game, she's going to be super nice, right? And be friends with everybody. Well, this is not the time to think about that. The class trial will begin soon. I need to dig up more details about the culprit. The brawny lawyer Ray mentioned, that must be Kakeru. She said he'll prove her innocence. I should go talk to him. Where is he at right now? These potatoes have healing properties. Dan from Game Grumps in the DDLC playthrough. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. I think I found something. I'm not quite sure. What'd you find? Yamaguchi, can I talk to you for a sec? Huh? What's the matter? The trash room. You know who belongs here. Nagito. I tried to ask Ray about the reason she was late. She kept insisting she was innocent, then told me you might know something. You can't eat raw cookie dough either, but it doesn't stop me sometimes, but only sometimes. Raw cookie dough is so good. Oh, Ray? That aloof girl? You know what? You can eat raw cookie dough. There's actually edible raw cookie dough that you can eat nowadays. You know why she came late by any chance? Yeah, I should have said it earlier. When we were all looking for her this morning. I knew where she was. Actually, the whole raw cookie dough thing is because of flour containing bacteria, but in order to avoid lawsuits, they say not to. Exactly. It's just that I couldn't find the right time to tell everyone. So it's not the eggs? I always heard it was the eggs. Really? How did you know? I woke up at 6 in the morning. So I decided to head to the restroom. It's a little sus. That's when I saw Ray. Nagitu. I said Nagitu. I asked her where she was going and she said, off to investigate. Now get lost. Then she went toward the school wing. I'm on Ray's team. I know who did it. It was the clown. Put her in jail. If Yamaguchi's saying the truth, it looks like Ray was really investigating in the entrance hall. Oh, so don't handle the eggs with like your bare hands? After that, when did you see her again? Well, after that, I went to the restroom and then directly back to my room. Blaze hating on Clown Girl? I'm sorry! I went to the restroom and then directly back to my room, so I didn't get to see her until right after the murder. All of us besides Kyoka, Ray, and Tsurugi were in the diner since 7 o'clock. Why do I think it's the clown? Because she was there for the nameplates. Ray claims she was in the entrance hall up until the announcement. None of us can really prove that, right? She's a girl, and she was there to see the nameplates, which happened to be switched for some reason. That's true, but... I'm not hating on Satsuki. I don't think Ray is the culprit because, you see, I met her at 6 o'clock. The clown is also sus. According to the Monokuma file, Kyoka's time of death was also around 6. I'm not hating on Satsuki. I am not hating on Satsuki. There is no hate. You are right. I'm not hating. I have no problems with Satsuki. If Ray went to the school building at 6, she wouldn't have had enough time to come back here, kill Kyoka, hang her and all. It's true. I wasn't in the hallway for long. If you saw Satsuki out of her clown outfit, 100% you'd change your tune. No! See? Looks suspicious. I knew I shouldn't have said anything on stream because I knew if I would have, I knew it. I just knew it that if I accused her, everybody would think I was hating because she was a clown. That is not what I'm doing here. I think she's suspicious. Okay? All right? Do you understand me? Maybe she'd stop being so Sasuki. Sasuki. Exactly. But it was silent out there, and Ray didn't seem to come back either. Clowns be sus sometimes. Then I suppose we can't say she's the culprit because of her being late. It's true. Sounds like the real clown. I'm the clown now! That's what we're doing? I'm the clown. That's what we're doing. That's what we're saying. Just because a man says his prediction live on stream, people are saying that I'm the clown. Are you serious? We got to make Blaze react to her FTEs now? I will not react to her FTEs. I'm done. I am done with Satsuki. She gets the biggest L. I hope she is the one that committed the murder because I want to see her execution and laugh. You got to stop clowning around. I'm done with it. I'm done. We're going to watch this stream in silence. Everybody. Putting y'all on emote only mode, bro. In silence. Kyoko was being murdered in the restroom when I met Ray. If only I wasn't too dense. It's not your fault, Yamaguchi. Don't blame yourself. It's not... The one who's responsible here is the culprit. No, Monokuma for causing all of this. Shoot, how could I have not noticed? Anyway, thanks for telling. Yeah, let's try investigating some more. I'm dying. I'm upset. Y'all are out here dying. I'm actually upset. This is... Yuki, that's the murder weapon. Is that a sledgehammer? A hammer. There's blood on it. You know who likes hammers? Clowns. Blood. Then could it be the... I think if you're a subscriber or a moderator, you can't get hit with emote only chat. I do believe. Yeah, it's most likely the murder weapon in this case. The hammer was about 1 foot long and the metal part was really hard. Kyoko was hit by this hideous thing. That's what she said, by the way. It must have been scary and painful. Don't be upset. I'm upset. There's a crumpled spear at the corner of the trash room. What is that? What is it? Oh, is that the oily rubbery thingy? What is that thing? Having lost its spherical shape, the strange object was leaking a dark yellow liquid with an awful smell. Clowns love hammers. Yuck, the smell. This must be rubber, right? You know what that is? That's the ball that clowns use on their little horns. You know those little horn things? It has to be Satsuki. All right, I'm taking you guys off of email only mode. Has everybody learned? When I carefully touched the oozing liquid, I felt the slimy and thick stickiness. We free. Y'all are free. A rubber ball. Who else uses a rubber ball? Clowns. Maybe this is related to the case. It is. I was watching you, Blaze. I know there was nothing like this in the trash room before the murder. But what is this feeling? Mr. Wyke the Frog, I'm sorry. I had to do it. I feel like I saw something like this before. Bursted rubber ball. There's only one person that plays with balls, and it ain't me. Satsuki. That's who it is. You're performing clown discrimination because of a ball? Is this... Was she killed in the laundry room? The sudden sight took me by surprise. Blood. In the laundry room? Wait, the body was in the girl's restroom. Then why is blood splattered all over here on the floor? Because she wasn't killed in the bathroom. A blood stain in the laundry room. What I can infer from this is, could it be? I'm slow. I just noticed the stormtrooper shirt. Oh, yeah. It's Van Gogh, but stormtrooper. He/she grabbed the body with the rope is a theory. I don't really know. This is the antique store. Oh? A place filled with bizarre odds and ends not found anywhere else in the building. Yeah, this one was made in Korea. It is. Same with SRA too. I thought the culprit might have gotten their tools for murder from here, but as I didn't come here very often, everything only looks the same. If only we had an expert on the store. Huh? Wait a minute. Wasn't there someone? Stores sell things. Someone who's an expert of selling things. Come on, Yuki. Put two and two together. That person might know something about this. I should go ask him. Exactly. You're terrified of clowns and mascots? Mascots too? Whoa. I'm not scared of mascots. Teruya! The ultimate merchant. Yuki, what should I do? What should... Yup, Teruya. Snap out of it, Teruya. We need to uncover the truth. But how can I walk around like nothing? Oh, he's crying. When someone's dead for real. For real? For real. Who thinks like it's nothing? Nobody. Get your head in the game, son. Like it were High School Musical. We're only putting it aside for something more important. You have an obligation to get over that despair. I'm a clown? Yes, you are, Kokira. Paint your face next time you get on stream. Even if you say so, my specialty is appraising and selling things. Not this kind of job. And it's one of those fields where I screw up a bunch at... No. Don't you say that about yourself, Teruya. Pick yourself up, man. No, there's something you can do. That's why I came to you in the first place. Something I can do? I'm not used to seeing without the cowboy hat too. It's weird. Teruya, didn't you visit the antique store pretty often? The antique store? This is true. I took quite an interest in that place. I'm the ultimate jester? No, I'm not. It has a ton of items of considerable wealth. Speaking of that, I think the room looked a bit different this morning from what it used to look before. Well, what seemed different about it? Really? Are you sure? Blaze is SHSL clown hater? I think so. I checked the place when we were looking for Kyoka and Rei. Let me pause this. I'm not gonna tell y'all again. I have no problem with clowns. There's nothing wrong with clowns. I gave y'all my prediction because people said they wanted to hear my prediction on who I thought was the most suspicious one. It happened to be Satsuki. Satsuki seems suspicious to me. So you know what I did? I said, I love my subscribers. I love my followers. I love the people that come to my streams. So I said, let me give these guys a Blaze prediction. And you know what you guys did? You accused me of discrimination. You accused me of hating clowns. You accused me of being unfair and biased. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to apologize to you guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made that prediction. We're going to move on. We are going to move on. How does that sound? Like, I think so. I checked the place where we were looking for Kyoka and Ray, and the layout of the room was slightly off from normal. We love you, Blaze. Oh, thank you. I came out here to have a good time. He's just being attacked out here. I know! Y'all are attacking me for no reason. You memorized the whole layout of the room? What you mean, the whole layout? It's common sense that our product needs to be in perfect layout to convey its full value to the customers. Very true. Talk to these n****. Blaze is getting canceled now. He's making an apology video. That was my live apology video. I learned at 6 how much the layout can influence daily sales through experience, you know? If you say so, then it must be true. We love you too, Blaze. I tried to say otherwise, but you know how chats are. Thank you. Wait, why was the layout suddenly out of place? About that rope and hook? Teruya. Did you see them at the antique store? Please tell us you did. So someone stole from the store, or did they buy it? I don't know. I didn't look over everything in there yet. Wait, what? I thought this man just said... But I can say this for sure. The storage didn't have anything like those. I'm positive. Okay. Live Blaze apology video. Just what I needed today. Thank you, Fusion. We posted on YouTube and get millions of views. Right. And the culprit may have gotten the supplies needed for this murder from the antique store. All this Blaze love is gross. Oh, okay. That's what we're doing, Roku, right? Let me take that mod away real quick. How'd you figure that out? You're smart. Because of what you just told me, Teruya. He is not smart, trust me. It's all thanks to you. Rip Roku. Thanks to me? I'm done with Roku, guys. I'm telling y'all. She's about to get fired pretty soon. Are you coming back to your usual self now? Always bright and cheerful. That's the Teruya I know. Aww. Yuki. She said vacation time, boys. You're right. I feel better after all this talking. Wait, she? Yeah, Roku's a she. Everyone will feel sad. I'm not an exception, but there's moments in life where we must do things that we don't want to, right? Most of the mods that I have are girls. I just noticed that. Let's find the culprit who murdered Kyoka. We'll figure out the truth. Yeah, of course we will. We can get there. I love that. That's the Teruya. Actually, in SDRA 2, we've seen another Teruya. I don't think they want to see that one in this one. I think I was able to cheer Teruya up a bit. Aw. Anyway, if what Teruya said is true, the culprit must or should be someone who went to the antique store after yesterday. Dabi's always flexing, but Roku's the man in the relationship. That's true. Announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. Looks like all of you are tired of waiting. Shall we begin then? The first class trial? It's time! We're getting into it. They're going to be all in despair and stuff. Everyone, please gather at the carpeted door at the end of the school area hallway. I'll be waiting there. I'm very excited for this. It's time. If we fail to identify the culprit in the class trial, we die. I really don't want to go through this, but I'll end up dead even if I don't. This is the only way. The door at the carpet in the school area. I should go there. It's trial time. This is gonna be good. You know what? I'd like to see more Danganronpa fangans made in RPG Maker. I think it actually fits the series well. This must be the place Monokuma told us to come. What's up, Dobby? Teruya and DRA1, cute little cinnamon bun. Teruya and SDRA2, that's it. You lose toilet paper privileges. Have fun getting creative. I know, right? That's exactly what happened. Yuki, you're here. I was about to get worried. Aw. Akane actually cares. Were you trying to run away from your crime? Akane is another culprit, though. I think it could be Akane. Are you sure I'm the killer? Don't jump to conclusions. We'll eventually get to know the culprit, even if you don't want to. No, I know SDRA2 is. I'm just saying we need more. Even if it is the wrong answer. Since we came this far, did everyone get ready? To be or not to be? Dead or alive? That is the question. We also have Zell's Fangan, which is also made in RPG Maker. Stop joking around. We're trying to be serious. Hey, you all listen. Haruhiko is right. This ain't no ordinary trial. Our lives depend on it. So quit whining and pull yourselves together. Why is he that mad? He looks like a Void member. Mr. Yamaguchi, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with you guys? You're all loosened up. You'll never get anywhere near the truth with that mindset. It's like he switched it to his alternate personality with the sneeze. Yamaguchi, did you eat something wrong? He's Void? I know. Doesn't he look like a Void member? He's got the devil's eye. Satsuki, was that a Genocide Jack reference? Mm-hmm. Mind off, wimps. I'm always like this in the courtroom. If you're that pissed, why don't you try bringing up a decisive proof in the trial? Okay. Can we calm down? Where did that stammering coward go? I've always wondered how Yamaguchi became a lawyer with that personality. So I was surprised by his sudden change. I understand why he was the ultimate lawyer right away. That powerful voice and spirit will surely give him a great advantage in court. The only problem is, he sounds more like a gangster than a lawyer. Yo, looks like everyone's here. Take that elevator and come underground. I'll be waiting for you guys. It's time. For real. For real? Let's hope we'll do our best. All I want now is Yamaguchi to shout, "Objection!" Dude, if he does that, I'm done. I am legitimately done. The red sparks also remind me of Nekomaru. Yeah! Is everyone ready? Let's hit it. Oh, she said let's hit it. Girl, we'll reveal the truth, right? She got that maid outfit on. In this trial. Right. In this trial to find Kyoka's murderer. Let's get it. And the culprit is Satsuki. It's you, Satsuki. One of us. One of us is a murderer. I don't want to believe it, but thinking here won't change anything. Like Akane said, I'll hit it first and leave the thoughts for later. The elevator descends underground with a series of clinks and clangs. She is the ultimate maid, though, bruh. Gosh, this is gonna take forever. Which floor are we on? This feels like we're going somewhere we can come back from. Neater? Not concerned about our uneasiness at all. The elevator slowly approached its destination. Isn't he supposed to talk Southern? What Southern person goes netter? Never. We need Kokira in her country now. That thing was funny in Your Turn to Die when we did that playthrough. And Kokira was talking in a country accent every time. Every time she voiced now, it was great. Boop, boop, boop. Finally, I was dying to see y'all. Yeah, Mitch is SHSL soccer player. What is this place? It looks so flashy. It was her. She's the culprit. The trial is starting. I set this special courtroom just for you guys. Isn't it sick? Other courtrooms would be nothing compared to this. Why does Monokuma talk so modern? What the hell are you speaking? You call this a court? You better be kidding. This is contempt of court. Can we calm down? Well, enough talking. Let's get over this quick. Stand where your name is written. Dr. Bubbles, I agree. I like that too. The games got a lot more colorful too after Danganronpa 1. Danganronpa 1 was very dark. Like, not just in the themes, but color-wise. And then you got into Danganronpa 2, where they were in the island and everything was very colorful and stuff. And then Danganronpa V3, even though V3 was a pretty dark game, thematically, it was very colorful. A circular arrangement where we can see each other's faces directly. Contrary to Monokuma's mischievous, almost ridiculous attitude, there's a strange tension going around here. Ollie, that would be cool. Kyoka. She was a playful person, somewhat lazy at times, but always remaining bright and positive. Bye, Haru. When everyone else panicked at Monokuma's motive, she managed to cheer me up. I think the darkness kind of made the pinkish blood, made it pop out a lot more in DR1, but I liked having a more varied color scheme. Yeah, same. Kyoka, she left our side too early. What would have she thought at her final moment? Why did she have to die? And killer who mercilessly murdered Kyoka is one of us. That cold-blooded, heartless killer is. Among Us. Among Us! They're dropping that title of that game again? This is absurd. And thus, Act 1 at Host Peak Academy begins. This is exciting. A life or death trial. A life or death deception. A life or death betrayal. A life or death mystery. A life or death lie. A life or death truth. A life or death Class trial. Oh, baby, it's time. 26 minutes, that's it? Here we go! Let's get it. This is what I've been waiting for. Let us begin with a basic explanation of the class trial, so your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out the culprit, only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one... All rise! Quarter now in session. Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. It would have been so cool if a blackened won. And everybody died. One of us is the killer? The culprit who murdered Kyoka. Can someone put that in their fangan? Obviously it lasts until chapter 6. But like, I want somebody bad to like win. Of course. No way. I have to be in the same place as a real murderer? I can't do that. I know it's hard, but it's a must. We need to uncover the truth behind this case. That's very 2020 of you. It is. And ultimately, reveal the culprit's identity. Did Danganronpa ever get a Korean translation? I have no idea. Wait, hold on. What's that? That picture of Kyoka. For all we know, maybe one of the fangans we didn't finish end that way. Which ones haven't we finished? None of them are done. I feel like I caught up on all of them. Wouldn't it be awful if she got left out just because she died? Friendship penetrates even death's barrier? Hey. Let me ask you something just in case. It's crucial that we know this for the trial. This is really important, so prepare to answer, dumbass. Dude, calm down. Can there be accomplices in the case? That will determine the entire course of our discussion. Dude, I swear to God, he types like me, bro. All caps. Really important. Why, sure, I can tell you that. Now, accomplices in murder may exist. However, no matter how many accomplices there are, only the one who committed murder graduates. He's in lawyer mode, right? I see. There would be no merit for the accomplice. Yamaguchi, he really looks like a different person. That'll do for the preamble. Let's get started then. First up is the case summary. Now let the debate begin. Class trial. When Monokuma first mentioned it in the gym, I thought one of us could commit murder. Then a class trial would never happen. That's why I didn't think too deep about this. But it really started. The trial to find Kyoka's killer. If we fail to reveal the culprit in this trial, we'll be executed. No, I can't let that happen. I have to do this not only for me, but for everyone else too. To find out what really happened and to reach the ultimate truth. Who just said that? Mr. Wike the Frog. That's what I said in my last stream. I want Hope Restoration chapter 1. I want that. Dude, I'm telling people, based off of the character designs alone and what we've seen in the prologue, that would potentially be my favorite fangan. If we got more than just the prologue. How did we just jump into this so fast? What is happening? I'm simping Yamaguchi now. Are you? Maki was the victim. She was our classmate and friend, brutally murdered this very morning. Miss Maki, she was discovered in the girl's classroom, hanged by her neck. Hanged? But who could have done such a terrible thing? Look, you see, I still can't quite believe that a real murder happened here. I mean, this is ridiculous. And died by choking? Is that what he just said? Yeah, that one's wrong. No, that's wrong. I didn't even hear what he said. This looks so old school, dude. It's crazy. That's wrong, Teruya. Kyoka didn't choke to death. It's looking extra fluffy today. That's because I did nothing to it, Navi. I just kind of didn't even do anything. But thank you. She didn't choke to death. Then how'd you explain the rope around her neck? Come on, man. That's easy. The Monokuma file. Did you read it? It clearly states Kyoka's cause of death. Yeah, don't be a idiot. Come on, Teruya. Look, it says here. The victim is Kyoka Maki. The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. The body was discovered hanging in the girls' restroom. The cause of death is a contusion on the occiput. There seems to have been excessive blood loss from the wound. Yeah, you can see how much it was improved from DRA to SDRA2. See, according to the file, Kyoka didn't die due to choking. Her real cause of death is the contusion on her occiput. Yeah, but can we really trust that thing? I don't know if I can really trust something from that old jerk Monokuma. Teruya, why are you here? Stop talking. You're derailing the class trial. What? Are you doubting my credibility? Oh, kids these days. They just love to judge a file by its cover. It's true. Listen, I do not tell any lies regarding the trial. I believe in fair trial more than anyone else. Funny, that's how hair works. Do nothing, perfection, try to actually fix it. Potential train wreck. It's true. Don't worry, Mr. Otori. I can back up the credibility of the information. Almost everything on the Monokuma file is true. I'll guarantee you as a physician. So, if Kyoka died from a contusion on her occiput, someone must have hit her head from the back, right? Wait. This game was designed by one person and so is SDRA2? That's wild. I thought Lanuge was a whole team. Okay, she didn't kill herself, and another person killed her. Then I guess this really is murder. Mrs. Mini Muffins! Hi! Well, duh. Don't reckon that it's suicide just because you're too lazy to go through the trial. Our lives are at stake here. Dumb. Let us not waste our energy on pointless insults. That's true. That is kind of mean. Sorry stated in the Monokuma file, but to add on my personal commentary, Kyoka's injury was very severe. The strike went through her skull and made a large depression on her head. Interesting. Inferring from this, she probably died an instant death. What a devastating incident. This should not have happened. Everything was done by Lanuge, from art, coding, writing, plot, and etc. That's crazy. How are these people so mega talented like this? We could put those commentaries aside and talk about what actually matters. If the injury was that severe, a hard object must have been used to strike her head. Lanuge is a goat. The murder weapon, you mean? Ha 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 ha! I expected someone would bring that up around this time. Now, won't us all talk about the weapon used to deliver the fatal blow to Kyoka? If Kyoka didn't kill herself, a blunt object other than the rope must have been used as a weapon. Let's delve into that some more. We saw the weapon. It was the hammer. The murder weapon that struck Kyoka's head. We need to find out what it was. Someone cracked Kyoka's skull open like an egg. It's true. It's crazy that a lot of these like fan projects end up being done by like one or two people. Because look at Shattered Hope. Shattered Hope has like a whole team. Plus Whispers has a team too, I do believe. Kill Cure has a whole team too. But those are such high quality projects, as you can see. With a whole team, look at what they're doing. It's crazy. Time, energy, money, and talent equals goals. For real. I can't wait to see what happens after Shattered Hope, because Cross was saying that they want to do like original stuff after that. Ayame, that can't be right. In fact, I discovered this from the dorm trash dump. Is that? It's the hammer that Satsuki used. No kidding. It's a hammer, a small one you can easily hold with one hand. Is that what the culprit used to attack Kyoka? Dang, you'd have to hit somebody pretty damn hard with a hammer that small. Apparently has blood on it, so it must be certain. The fact that it was found at the trash dump indicates that the culprit attempted to dispose of evidence. How did you even find that at the dump? But can that tiny hammer really kill a person? Want to try if you're curious? No thanks. I'm fine. Regardless of the size, a hammer is made of metal. With enough force at the right angle, killing a person in a single blow is not entirely impossible. No one said it was impossible, it's just hard. To sum up, the culprit murdered Kyoka at once with a hammer strike from the back, then hanged her. Dude, this guy is so smart. But isn't it strange? If the killer just wanted to murder Kyoka, then why did they hang the body? Even if it was to cover up her real cause of death, the bruise and the bloodstains are still there. You can see that it's a murder right away. How do you guys feel about the protagonist dying after the first chapter? Or just in general? Do you guys think that's a cool thing? Is that a cool plot twist, or is it overdone now? You can? I thought it was suicide before Yuki told us. That's because you're a helpless idiot. Ali, I think you're right. I think you are. Kyoka's body didn't look typical of people who hang themselves in the first place. Too unnatural if it was meant to be framed as a suicide. But I think they have like a new project coming out after The Shattered Hope that's going to be completely original. Too unnatural? Yeah, it did look slightly different from a typical suicide by hanging. It looked unnatural because Kyoka wasn't hanging in the air? Kanata, do you mean the body looked unnatural because it wasn't hanging in the air despite the rope being tied on her? Ah, yes, that is correct. Don't you think so? If handled correctly, it's overdone. No, that's BS. First protag dying is an idiot move. You don't like it? It can work, but I prefer it not to be done too often. Same. Oi, I got zero ideas about all this. I'm fine with it, but yeah, I can see how it gets overused. Idiot. You don't know how people die from hanging? They usually tie a rope in the air, stand on a chair or a similar object, and kick it off as they hang themselves. Well, don't be mad at the man because he doesn't know how to kill himself. That way, there is nothing to step on, and eventually they are choked by gravity to death. Oh, I get it. If Kyoka committed suicide, her body has to hang down in the air like Ray said. Exactly. But Kyoka's body was down on the floor even with the rope hung around her neck. This must be the point. I personally prefer the protag to stay alive. It sure is weird. Why did the culprit hang Kyoka's body then? I feel kind of bad because I was rooting for the protagonist to die when before V3 came out. And it ended up happening, and I felt bad because I really liked Kaide's character. It's simple. There are two possible explanations. There was a reason the culprit had to do it. Or the culprit was swear to God stupid. I was so happy. I predicted that she would die. I said that if they were going to... I did a video like before V3 came out, and I said in that video, like, if they were going to have a main character die, it would have to be in the first chapter. And they ended up doing it. The culprit is stupid. Would that mean Haru is the culprit? Hey, she said that the culprit is stupid. Not a stupid person is the culprit. I mean, this culprit is pretty stupid, though. He didn't deny that he's stupid. He wasn't even supposed to die. That's what made it worse. True. Anyway, there's no way the culprit hanged her without thinking. There has to be a reason. What is that reason? That this had to happen? Talk about that. We have to discuss about the culprit first. There's no need to repeat that. Revealing the identity of the culprit is the ultimate object of this trial after all. Calm down, Yamaguchi.
Double figure!
For real? Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Big money. That tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. Me neither. How could there be a murderer among us? I can't even imagine who. You've been subscribed for 2 months? Thanks for rocking with me for 2 months. It feels good to know that you guys are here. Hey, didn't we already narrow it down to half, to be honest? Are you talking about the girls, right? What makes you say that? Here comes the money! Duh, use your brain. Kyoka's body was found in the girls' restroom and hanged by a rope. Someone's using their head. Finally. Then shouldn't the killer be one of the girls? Unless this is like that one trial in Danganronpa 1 where you thought that it had to be a girl, but it ended up not being. Never mind. Exactly. For example, Kizuna could be the killer. She didn't speak up since the beginning of the trial. Or Miss Dark Circles over there. Dark Circles? Huh? Uh-oh. Kotokawa looks sad. Eh, one of them's the culprit? That's nonsense. I have no reason to commit murder. Then why are you so quiet? It's hella suspicious. Dark Circles was always like that, but not you. Oh, good point. Shut up. I'm just not trying to talk with dirty killers. Whatever. What if there was a scenario where someone committed murder, there was a witness who escaped, and you had to figure out whose story you wanted to believe? That'd be crazy. Miss Tamori, please don't call us killers. There's only one culprit. Monokuma said accomplices have no merit. Don't view us like that. Hell no. Kyoka's already dead. It could be anyone next time. We've been live for 2 hours? We've only been live for... Yeah, you're right. 2 hours. I can't die here. Do you know that unnecessary bewilderment makes you look more suspicious? Shut up, Kiga. How dare you spit out nonsense? The killer's a girl, just because the body was in the girl's restroom? Maybe. It's not like we have rules here. Guys can certainly enter too. Can they? Are you sure about that? Kizuna, you sound different today. Why are you calling him by last name? Well, I guess her mask slipped. What? It's impossible for a man to enter the women's restroom. That might have been a possibility in the real world, but this place has a rule that forbids it from happening. Mitch would enter the girls' bathroom? Would he? Am I right, Monokuma? Bingo! A man entering the women's restroom is considered a form of indecency and will be punished by a shower of bullets from the machine guns. The same goes for the opposite case. Kibo had a Hoge, but they made Shuichi the protagonist instead, and he looked like Makoto from the first game. This applies to not only the restrooms, but also the locker rooms and bathhouse that will be unlocked soon. Let's bear that in mind. Bro, I need to see that bathhouse. It's true. Monokuma warned us when we found Kyoka's body and tried to step in. When do we get to see the bathhouse scene? Come on, it's a matter of common sense that guys can never commit murder in the girls' restroom. Ugh. Uh-oh. It wasn't me. Why would I, of all people, commit murder? I'm not a criminal. I don't think she did it. If anyone is, it's that creepy. Uh-oh. She has nothing to say about that. Have a whole bucket of water ready for that moment? I can't wait. If Mitsuhiro is right, that means the culprit is among Akane, Rei, Kanata, Ayumi, Kizuna, Satsuki, and Mikako. It's Satsuki, I'm telling you. No, I'm not the culprit. I never, ever killed anyone too. You sure about that? Or are you just clowning around? Yeah, if the killer's among the girls, who else can it be besides her? Don't you agree, Rei Makaru? Wait, what? Huh. What's she even talking about? In the stream, kid? Don't try to pull my leg. Weren't you late when the body was discovered? Everyone was there except for you. If you're not the culprit, why did you come late? Just got a point. Huh, is that all you have? Something tells me Satsuki doesn't seem smart enough to murder. I don't know. I told you back then, I was late because I was investigating at the main entrance. Nobody believes you. You have no evidence. Do you have evidence that she's a killer? Well, surely. She was a bit suspicious. Hipporisi of the highest order? What is hipporisi? I'm not trying to jump to conclusions, but you did come late. Rei, can you prove what you said? Oh, he changed it. Hypocrisy. If you need proof for something as simple as this, it would be better for you to die here, airheads. Gotcha. Trying to deny it? We found the answer. This is the killer. Oh, hold on. I suggest that we think about this some more. Please do. It can't be Rei. What is Yuki doing? Coming late to the scene is sure to draw suspicion. But would it also mean that Rei is the culprit? No, it can't be Rei. And that's impossible because I know that Rei really was at the entrance to investigate. There was evidence pointing to Rei's innocent. I thought it was Yamaguchi. Yeah, right there. Aha! He's doing an epic pose. Yuki is? Hold on. Rei is innocent. Okay. She really was at the entrance to investigate at that time. Huh? How can you be so sure? Did you see it yourself? No. But you know it, right? Rei's innocence. Yamaguchi does know. You said it, Yuki. Listen up, fellas. Rei Makaru is innocent. I, Yamaguchi, is the witness. Can we stop yelling? Mr. Yamaguchi, is there something you know about this? Didn't he just tell you? I woke up around 6 a.m. with an urge to go to the restroom. As I was heading there, I encountered Rei. She said she was going to investigate the school wing and walked away. The next time I saw her was after the murder occurred. Perfect. Which means Rei is innocent. SHSL smug face. Do you know what he's saying? Satsuki sees the logic, but can't understand a thing because of all that shouting. He's yelling so much. Basically, he saw Ray heading toward the school in the morning. So smug bitch is her default personality trait? Good to know. Right. Which proves Ray's statement. Wait, but the body discovery announcement was around 8. There's 2 hours in between the time you saw her and the murder. 2 whole hours. How does that prove Ray's innocence? Kizuna, think about the time again. Wait, yeah, the time of death. Come on, don't be stupid. It's true that Ray didn't show up until after we found the body, but Kyoka's estimated time of death was at 6 a.m. In other words, it's impossible for Ray to have murdered Kyoka since she went to the school wing at 6. Sure, Ray could have turned back as soon as Yamaguchi went back into his room, but there wouldn't be enough time for her to hang Kyoka's body or throw away the murder weapon. Kinji and Yuki's ears must hurt. I know, right? This is the reason why I'm saying Ray is innocent. Girl, why are you in my face? Back up. Wrong. That's not enough to say she's innocent. Are you sure about that? Why? We even have a witness. No, there's a hole in your argument. I need my drink. I'm sorry, but I've got to make this rebuttal. She's wasting our time. That's the only way to make that glasses girl admit her crime and end this stupid trial. I went to Popeyes earlier. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, there is voices in this. Did you get a biscuit? No, I did not. No biscuits for me. Not this time. I just got the chicken sandwich with fries. I got an apple pie. Yo, the apple pies at Popeyes. The apple pie game is wild. I'm telling you, I should be a reviewer. I should go to fast food restaurants and review their food, dude. Kizuna, it's impossible to kill Kyoka remotely. Yep, I did get the mythical chicken sandwich. Ow, I told you. Well, technically it's possible. But it's not the answer for this case. And it's because her body was too clean. The body was too clean? Too clean. You heard him. Remember how Kyoka's body looked like? Kyoka's head did have a large bruise and was all sticky with blood. But that was it. The blood under her hair didn't even flow very far. Her clothes were clean too. They sell pies? Yup. They sell sweet potato pie and they sell apple pie. Isn't it strange? A bruise that's severe enough to create a dent on her head and not a single drop of blood got on her clothes. There's only one reason for this. The killer wiped off the blood at the same time Kyoka died. I googled it. That's just another turnover. Stop. Please stop. It's a pie. I agree with Yuki. I was wondering the same thing while I examined the body. Can you stop bleeding from a wound that big just by wiping it a few times? My nosebleeds never stopped. What did he say? That easily when I tried to wipe them off. It doesn't take long for blood to coagulate in room temperature. A nosebleed is from an injury inside the nose. But Kyoka's bruise was directly exposed to the air. Yep, they have sweet potato pie. It's good. About 5 minutes of pressure would have been enough to stop her bleeding. Yeah, nosebleeds aren't fun. I've had a few of those. And Miss Maki likely died an instant death, so the actual amount of bleeding might not have been much due to lack of circulation. Huh? But if the culprit wiped it off as soon as Kyoka died... Right. Kyoka's body would be covered with blood by the time they go to wipe it off. I get nosebleeds if my body overheats. Same. Also, they'd have to risk the blood getting on her clothes when there's no way to wash it off. What do you think, Kazuna? Anything left for you to say? Why? Why are you siding with that Four Eyes? I wasn't really siding with Ray. Yeah, why would incompetent stand up for me in the first place? I don't care about what you think of me, but don't use it to justify framing someone else in a trial. If we choose the wrong person based off of your petty emotions, everyone here is going to die. Did you still not get the rule of this place? Fine, do whatever you want. Dang, she's salty, bro. Calm down. Why are you so salty? Yes. Then is Ray fully proven innocent? Why are we even talking about Ray, though? If I remember correctly, Ray faced our suspicion after Mitsuhiro said the killer was among the girls. It's bad if the blood goes to your stomach? Shrug it off. No matter how much you attempt to disdain me, I won't give a damn. Ray, she has the guts. Then, can we safely assume that Ray and Yamaguchi have an alibi? I guess. Well, we already crossed out Yamaguchi. Didn't you say the killer is one of the girls? Hold on. Even if Ray is innocent, I'm not going to take that. What? The killer cannot be a girl. There's no other possibility. The killer had to be able to enter the girls' restroom. Who else other than the girls can enter the girls' restroom? And why are you being so fussy if you're not the culprit? Got a guilty conscience or something? Mr. Hero's right. Something's going on with her. I told you I'm not the killer. Then shut up. Literally, just shut up. Stop talking. I mean, it's just not fair. You can't assume me as the killer just because I'm a girl. And you don't even have a solid reasoning. Kazuna's not being helpful, though? I know, right? Oh, come on. If the rule that boys cannot enter the girls' restroom is not an acceptable reason, then what is? The culprit must be a girl. What about the ball? We haven't talked about the ball yet. But is it really like that? This isn't good. We can't reach an agreement if we keep fighting. Ultimate leader, we're waiting for you to come up with a plan. So you're not supposed to tilt your head back when you have a nosebleed? I thought you were supposed to tilt it back. There's no need. In fact, I'd highly encourage this flow of arguments. Everyone in my life lied about tilting your head back and using a tissue. Huh? Wait a second. see, the current situation has a perfect chance for all of us to understand the corporate strategy. Tilting your head back increases pressure on the blood vessels? Does it? What do you mean? Everyone's just fighting each other right now. Think about why you were led to believe that the culprit is a woman. No, that's an old story. It'll make you choke if you're not careful. Lean forward. Oh. If you can figure out that one clue, you'll be able to reach the answer from there on. I didn't know you're supposed to lean forward. Why did we come to think that the culprit is a girl? The body was in the girl's restroom for sure. Then is the culprit a girl, just like Mitch said? I think we're still missing something crucial. Here we go. So when teachers forced our heads back and used a tissue during a nosebleed, were they, well, teachers aren't doctors. So it's not their fault. But yeah, I always thought you tilted your head back. I guess not. Oh, the laundry room blood stain. That's what they're going to bring up. So technically it doesn't matter. So this, it could be a male. But how would they bring the body into the girl's restroom though? It was a new study that happened in the 2000s. 90s kids learned wrong. Oh, that makes sense. Nowadays they wouldn't even let teachers touch you. Teachers like can't touch you at all anymore. So I don't even think they'd be able to perform that kind of stuff anymore. When I was a kid, teachers, I'm not going to say could touch you per se, but whoa, what the heck? They updated the Twitch app on my iPhone. No, Haru, that's not true. Not true. What's not true? We've been missing a critical point. I'll cut to the chase. The culprit could certainly be a guy too. But how would they get the body in the girl's restroom? Huh? What are you talking about? Guys couldn't go in the girl's restroom. How do you commit murder at a place you can't even enter? Right. Oh, well, no. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I know that she didn't die in the girl's restroom.
Hello, Megan.
OMG, I didn't know you were streaming today.
The ribbon!
1,000 biddies from Caribe today. I appreciate you, Caribe. How have you been? Didn't know you were streaming today? I am. It doesn't matter. All this time we thought the murder occurred in the girl's restroom since that's where the body was. But where the murder actually happened was a totally different location. Caribe is always out here. Hey, what you mean? The body was at the girl's restroom.
Hello, Megan.
I am good. I am about to get off work.
Are you? You're about to get off work? Nice. Thank you for the more biddies. Oh, I get it. Looks like everyone finally got it. That reminds me. The Monokuma file only stated where the body was discovered, not the place where the actual murder occurred. I have noticed that I get more viewers during the weekday than I do on the weekends, which is weird. I thought it would be the other way around. Critical point indeed. We weren't paying attention to the real deal while being distracted by superficial things. But then again, this is Thanksgiving weekend, so that might be why there hasn't been a ton of people this time around. You should have seen it at your first glance. Wait, hold on. If Kyoka wasn't murdered in the girl's restroom, I told you guys this is going to be a weird week. If the culprit killed her in another place, then moved the body to the restroom, Those could be all done by someone who's not a girl. Come to think of it, Kyoka's body was quite close to the restroom entrance. Then was Kyoka murdered somewhere else? Yes, she was. How did you reach that conclusion, Yuki? I bet you had some kind of supporting evidence. Yeah, in fact. I found a puddle of blood in the laundry room. Could also be because everyone is stuck at home and are just sleeping in on the weekends. Maybe so. The laundry room, that place sounds so irrelevant. The bloodstain says everything. That's a good point, Roku. I didn't think of that. Kyoka Maki was murdered in the laundry room. The laundry room? The laundry room. I have seen Miss Maki there a few times, but her time of death... Why did she go to the laundry room at 6 a.m. in the morning? Oh, it was probably that note. The note! Yeah, I know she was an early bird, but I don't think she would get up that early. The reason Kyoka headed to the laundry room. I feel like, haven't we streamed on Sundays before? I feel like Sundays haven't been this quiet. Then I find something that can answer that question. The note. What was it? I did know it before. That clue was... School also gets off earlier for the people who have it, not me though. Really? Everyone, can you look at this for a second? What's that? I found this from Kyoka's body. It looks like a scrap piece of paper from the notepad Monokuma gave us. Kyoka was holding it tight in her hand. Would you like me to read what it says? Come to the laundromat at 6. The any cam be waiting. What is that? It's all raggy and torn. All right, who wrote this? Take a closer look. It clearly mentions that place in the parts that we can read. I see. The laundry room. Considering stuff is shutting down again, I wouldn't worry too much about the amount of viewers. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Everything's closing again. Moreover, the words that really matter are still intact despite the missing parts. But it seems like people are still going on vacation, which is crazy. From the parts that are left, I think the full usage was, so come to the laundry room at 6. There aren't any cameras there. I'll be waiting. That clearly says laundry room. Right. Something like that. Ah, so that was the cameras. Okay, good. That was so sick, Tsurugi. You just completed the note just from the parts. It's my speculation, so I can't assure that it's completely identical to the original sentence. But it should be the same overall. They really shouldn't, but I'll save that talk for another stream. Right. Is it ripped because the culprit tried to pull it out by force? I believe so. Maybe the culprit wasn't able to remove the whole paper from Miss Maki's hand due to rigor mortis. Ah. That means Kyoka got that note from someone and went to the laundry room at the designated time without knowing what's about to happen. Shoot, why would anyone do such dirty deeds dirt cheaply? Huh? Satsuki's confused on the part that says there aren't any cameras. Perhaps it was intended to make the note look like some sort of secret talk? Were they about to fuck? Nope, nope. That's not what Satsuki meant. Are there really no cameras in the laundry room? That's a good point. There is. I'm not upset about everything shutting down either. It doesn't really bother me. Oh, what a surprise. You could talk. Between the ventilator and the clothes line. Yes, I saw it too. The culprit just wrote down meaningless nonsense to call Kyoka. Kyoka? Just why? I apologize for the untimely interruption, but may I speak for a moment? Yeah, Mikako actually said something there. You saw that? Kinji, what is it? Kyoka was murdered in the laundry room. Okay. Although, we can now be certain about this statement. Is it not too early to conclude that a man could be the culprit as well? Good point. Huh? While it is possible for a man to commit murder in the laundry room and carry the body to the restroom, recall the fact that Kyoka was not merely lying on the restroom floor. She was hanged by a rope attached to the ceiling. Have we forgotten this already? And this man is out here spitting facts. Complete facts. Oh, you're right. The murder could be done somewhere else, but you'll have to enter the restroom to hang all of that up. Exactly. Well, the culprit is really a girl then. What? Are we back to where we started? Seriously, guys? You want to think the culprit is a girl that bad? No, but Kenji is not wrong. Is it possible to tie a rope to a pipe inside the restroom unless you are inside as well? But not technically. They could throw it. See, the killer is one of the girls because there was a hook and rope. You'd have to be a beast at it, but you could have threw it. Wait, it's too early to make that conclusion. Can there be a way to hang the body from outside? That too. I'm getting deja vu from this, right? If Kenji is right, guys cannot be the killer. But if there's a way to refuse that logic, I have to come up with that even if the chances are less than 1%. This isn't a drill. A single mistake can kill all of us. I could have kicked it. If we put our heads together, we'll be able to find the answer. All right, now I'm starting to think it's a guy now. Since like there's like this whole twist going on. Yep, he's picking the hook. Placing a body in the room without actually being in the room. I know, isn't that weird? Use the tool for it. There it is. That's it, Ayame. You could use the tool. A tool? But how? I almost forgot. The tool that was tied to the rope. We can use Pecco. There we go. Where's Pecco when you need her? It's right here. Do you see it? Looks like a hook to me. A hook? The rope had something like that? I'm starting to get impressed by the extent of your guys' stupidity. Thanks, Ray. But Incompetent made a good point this time. Do we have to be called incompetent all the time? Right. You got it correct. I'm curious, how did she figure all this out so easily? So what about the hook? I could make a joke here, but I'll wait. Don't do it. The culprit must have thrown this hook with the rope attached to connect it to the pipe on the ceiling. Thrown it. That's exactly what I had said earlier. That way, the rope is all set. Afterwards, they can tie the other end to Kyoka's neck and push her body inside. Wouldn't that be possible to do without actually entering the women's restroom? It's because she's cocky with her intel. Yes, it is. This is our answer. I'm hooked. Oh my god, Genmo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hold on. Look how the rope is tied to the pipe. It's been twined several times around the pipe. Is it possible to do that with that heavy looking hook on the rope? He's kind of got a point. Oi, he's right. It's fastened by the hook, but the rope went around several times. I know. It's nearly impossible to tie a rope like that when there's a hook attached. I'm just gonna ignore that too, Roku. I read it and I was just like, wait, what? What the? You said it. You said it's like it's possible. That's when the culprit, or that's why the culprit used another tool to secure the rope onto the pipe. Another tool? There's somebody that hasn't talked this whole trial, or hasn't talked much. What is that another tool? Seems like Ray is the only one who realized what it is. Well, can you tell us, Ray? Like hell, I realized. I knew it from the beginning. And if you're trying to sound me out, quit it. I already said I have no plans to offer any help. I mean, he's talked this trial, but barely. Besides, it looks like a cop over there got a hold of it anyway. Why don't you ask him? Yeah, it is Mitch. What? Me? I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one that committed the crime now. Yuki, can you tell us the answer? Because now I'm like, yeah, it's definitely a guy. Because the guy thing was like a whole plot twist in itself. Well, it's... Oh, you didn't? Sorry about that. Guess that question was too hard for your worthless brain. Why is she so mean to my boy? I won't forgive myself if I don't give an answer after hearing that. In fact, I'm sure that I can. I found that object during the investigation, didn't I? Hustle King!
Here we go.
Thanks for the gifted sub! I appreciate it, my dude. Thanks for the tier 1 sub to Generic Mana, my boy D-Rock. He'll definitely enjoy that. Thank you. That tool was. What tool was it? Is it the ball? There it is, the first rubber ball. Now Mana is doing it.
Here we go.
A tier 1 sub to Peanuts Butters. Enjoy the sub badges and emotes, Peanuts. Mana was like, the I'm dead. I got it. I figured out the other tool used by the culprit. It's Higa or Tamori. It's the rubber ball. Rubber ball? What's a rubber ball? You don't know what a rubber ball is? Are you crazy? It's like a bouncy ball. Have you ever played with them when you were young? It's full of some kind of vicious liquid that makes it bounce back up when it hits the floor. No, I never saw this trial. We never got to this trial. Nope. Oh, I know. I made some improvements to it and sold it overseas under the name Hyperball. Did I tell y'all that it's still selling great? Haru got no childhood. How's it relevant to the case? You better tell us quick, Yuki. Get him out of here? I know, right? Okay, I figured out the way the rubber ball was used in the murder just now. After Tsurugi said that the culprit used another tool to set the rope in place, I tried to relate the act of winding the rope with the circumstances of the murder. I think we can be certain about the culprit using a hook since we found one on the pipe. Haru ain't got no balls? Exactly. But as Mitch pointed out, it's impossible to wind the rope like that with the hook alone. Yeah, Mitch would point that out, right? Putting the hook after setting up the rope wasn't a choice either, because there's no way to get the rope around the pipe by itself. Besides, they'd have to step inside to attach to the hook. He could probably use the rubber ball to set up the hook without breaking the rule of into the bathroom of the opposite gender. This is just a theory. It's not a theory. I think that's pretty much a fact. That's why the culprit used a rubber ball. Before using the hook, the culprit tied the rope around the rubber ball. Then they threw it inside the restroom, between the pipe and the ceiling to be more exact. That way, the ball would hit the wall and bounce back toward where it started. If you repeated this multiple times, you'd get the rope around the pipe with the ball returning to the entrance every time. All's left is to remove the pipe, or the ball, and tie a hook to throw it on the pipe. Why is that so complicated, though? Like, who would have thought to do all this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is something like... This reminds me of that one trial in SDRA 2 where she shot the body parts into the chimney. But the culprit probably faced something that wasn't part of their plan here. The rubber ball burst because of the pressure from rebounding off the wall. It spilled its contents all over the wall and the floor, which is still left at the scene. Listen, the people in these games never do anything small, even when they could. Exactly. This is how the culprit tied the rope without going inside the girl's restroom. The hook and the rubber ball were used to make it look like it was done from the inside. Oh, so that must have been the stinky liquid on the wall. Okay, have we got our culprit? I had stepped away for a bit. Yeah, we pretty much do now. Well said, Yuki. I agree with you. Well, if our ultimate police says so, I guess he's right. Well, we have the culprit. I think we know. The people in the chat and then me. But in the game, they don't know yet. Everyone, did you notice something after getting to this point? Notice what? Think closely. We were talking about the possibility of a man being the culprit. But don't you think it should be the opposite after going through all this? Opposite. My explanation involving the hook and the ball. It was to prove that it's possible for a guy to be the culprit. But the opposite of that is true. The killer is Blaze again? Again? It's me again? That means the culprit is a man. That's right. We were going in the opposite direction ever since. Opposite direction? What are you talking about? Are you the killer? Of course I am. Leone, is that you? So basically a sports player is going to die again in the first trial. We thought the culprit was a girl, so we thought of a way to hang Kyoka from outside the restroom based on the assumption. What if a guy could be the culprit as well? Turns out that wasn't the case. It's very unlikely that the culprit is among the girls. The killer is definitely a man. That's right. We were going in the opposite direction ever since. Opposite direction? What are you talking about? Oh, we already saw this. What? It isn't me. Hey, how so? Why is it suddenly like that? Oh, Mitch, you know why. Think about what we just went through. The culprit undoubtedly used the hook and the rubber ball to connect the rope to the ceiling. Now, suppose the culprit was a woman. How much more do we have? Holy crap. This trial is long. Now, suppose the culprit was a woman. Would there be a reason for her to use such complicated measures when she could have simply stepped inside and tied the rope directly? That makes sense. It looks like the culprit had to do it without going inside the restroom. Furthermore, even if the culprit was a woman and had to use the hook or rubber ball for some reason, they would have been able to clean the stain on the wall afterwards. Yeah, this is long. Holy crap. But I mean, at SDRA 2, some of the trials were long too. I mentioned before, the culprit probably didn't expect the rubber ball to burst. To clean the liquid off the wall, they needed to get inside the restroom. I'm glad you're playing this chapter now because it gets referenced a lot in chapter 5 of SDRA 2. That's crazy. But they couldn't, because guys can't enter the girls' restroom. Even if you play the Danganronpa games, the trials are long of that too. I can say it with absolute certainty, but it's the most reasonable explanation we could think of. There would be no reason for the culprit to intentionally leave traces in the murder scene. Going on? Dude, we've been streaming for about to be 3 hours. Figured out the ball was used by the culprit. Aha! That automatically gives us girls an alibi, right? B3 had some pretty long trials. What's even better? Yuki Teruya, Haruhiko, Mitsuhiro, Tsurugi, Kinji, and Yamaguchi. We know one of them's the culprit. Hold on, what if the culprit was a woman and tried to make us think this way all along? Wait, what are you talking about? I highly doubt it. The reason the culprit hanged Kyoka in the first place was to make us think that a woman did it. Oh ho, so it had nothing to do with disguising it as a suicide from the start? Indeed, everything was to lead us to thinking that a woman is the culprit. In other words, the culprit wanted us to think that way. I like saying Yamaguchi better. So they wouldn't become a suspect. All because the culprit himself was a man. Everything's connected now. I found it strange to find the rope on Miss Maki's neck being too loose. In retrospect, I see that was the case because the culprit didn't intend to make it look like a suicide. I can't believe it took this long for you to reach that point. What's up with you talking like you already knew all of this stuff? Because I already knew. Did you? Of course she did. What? Can't you just solve this case already? Like, just tell us who the culprit is. I already have everything worked out. Who the culprit is, why they killed. Anything you could possibly think of. Exactly. What? And you just stood there in silence when you had all the answers? Rei is female Togami? Pretty much. How many times will I have to repeat this? I have absolutely no reason to help you out. Rei, but this isn't a competition. If you don't share what you know and we choose the wrong person because of that, you're going to die too. Yeah, you're right, Roku. If they wouldn't have solved it themselves, then they wouldn't have believed her. Of course, I'll share it when it gets to that. But even without me, you still have Tsurugi Kinjo over there. Because even Shobai tried to do that in SDRA 2 and people were like running into each other and it was getting all confusing. And incompetent. You're getting pretty close to the truth too. I was actually surprised. Perhaps you weren't completely useless after all, monkey. That's what we're calling people now? That's how this works? Monkey? That's kind of messed up. Satsuki, that's not funny. Like, geez, she's really smug. Well, she's always been like that. Frieza shows up. Sure, I believe we left off from saying the culprit is a man. I wonder who it is. God, there's so much runaround there. Wow, she must be really excited by the tables turning. Although, we now know that the killer is among the men. We still need to specify one person out of 7. Is there any kind of clue to narrow down the list? Well, if Miss Makaru was able to work out the culprit's identity, there must be a clue pointing to the killer somewhere. Wait, whoa! With that, his text box went by so fast. The problem is we don't know what the clue is. Tsurugi, a little help here? Like, something that can nail the killer? I do have something in mind, but you shouldn't rely on me for everything. All of you should figure the case out by yourself and understand the reason behind our final verdict. Kyoka. You want the dumb people to think for themselves? Come on now, dude. You want the dumb people to think for themselves? We won't get anywhere. Hey, y'all, any ideas about the culprit? Josiah, what's up? Well, nothing in particular, I suppose. We're almost there. We know that the culprit is one of the guys. Just to remind y'all, it's not me. We get it! That's a dumper. That is a dumper. He's dropping dumps everywhere. Just like you from a while ago. Shut up, Teruya. What did you just say? I'm sorry. Was that out of character, Kazuna? Since most of you seem to be having trouble with this, let me suggest going around. How about we all think of something else first? Why couldn't he just wait? What? You were letting the dumb people think for themselves. It wasn't working. Such as, don't you want to know why Kyoka died? Why Kyoka had to die? If they had Kokoro, Shobai, and Kanade, this would be over already? Exactly. Of course we do. Kyoka was always full of spirit and a nice friend to us. She didn't deserve to die. To begin with, 2 people were indirectly involved in Kyoka's death. 2 people? Are you implying that there are 2 culprits? No, I'm not saying those 2 took part in murder, but they heavily influenced the events leading up to Kyoka's death. The point is, Kyoka died as a result of someone's mistake and the culprit's misjudgment that stemmed from it. Mistake and misjudgment? Yes, mistake and misjudgment. I need the help of a certain someone to explain this. Talking about Yuki? Yuki, could you help me out? Me? Do you remember the conversation we had in the hallway? No. One over the nameplate. Oh, now we're bringing up the nameplate. God, I was wondering when we get to that. Oh, you mean that one? Yeah, you told me that you know who caused that change to the nameplates. I don't have knowledge regarding this matter, so I'd like for you to provide us the context. Waiting for the day a game actually has a character who voices emojis? I feel like there is a game that does that. Hello. I've got 0 ideas on what the 2 of you are talking about. Oh, okay. I'll explain it to everyone. While all of us were in shock after Monokuma showed us the motive, there was a minor incident that happened. The people who know about that incident are me, Haru, and Satsuki. And finally, Kyoka. Huh? They don't look like they know it, though. How do y'all not remember? Haru, Satsuki, did you forget what happened before nighttime yesterday? Come on now. With the nameplates? Oh, that? Oh, you mean the thing with Haru's triple spin? Yeah, would you mind explaining to us what happened back then? I think there's something you didn't know about it. I'll tell you when we get there. Okay. Culprit, yeah. Kyoka singing challenge. If I win, I get to kill you. Fly me to the moon. Oh, Kyoka, you lose. These guys are so dumb. They are... This is probably the dumbest cast I've ever seen. This is bad. Like, this is super bad compared to the other games. Why is this lagging so hard? What's happening? Can we skip that? Dang. There was like super lag there. Y'all saw that? The frame rate was dropping to like 5 FPS. The dumbass cast. Yeah, you saw the buffering on that? That was crazy. Roku, are you at Dobby's house right now still? What is it, Sunday? Yeah, you have to be there, right? No, Satsuki, there's something wrong with what you just said. Yo, what's wrong? Although Haru did put the nameplates back, he didn't know that there was a mistake in the process. Why does DRA's cast have to be full of dumbasses? Yo, everybody's flaming this cast. He forgot where the two nameplates originally were, so he put the new ones in the wrong place. Yeah, going home tomorrow. Please send help. Oh, you don't need help. You'll be fine. What? He forgot about something that was right in front of him seconds ago? No, she's not at home. Oh, he went to the restroom before putting them back, so I think he got confused somewhere in the middle. He went to the restroom. What? Okay. I get how much of an idiot Haruhiko is. So why is that related to Kyoka's murder? I know, and the crazy thing is, Teruya is very not smart. Very not smart. That would be because the two nameplates Haruhiko had to replace belonged to Tsurugi Kinjo and Kyoka Maki. Yeah, right. Kyoka's room was next to mine, and Tsurugi's was next to hers. Are you not going to talk about how Hajime from Goodbye Despair has never seen an octagon? True. You got a point there. But because Haru thought the other way around, the nameplates on the doors were switched. I need to play that game again. I feel like Danganronpa 2, I don't remember much of. Like, I need to play that game again. Anyways, Haru, shouldn't you already know? We talked about the nameplates being switched when we were investigating. Well, I did, but I just wanted to avoid unnecessary suspicion. I remember the first trial pretty vividly. Avoid suspicion? Don't tell me you're the culprit, Haruhiku. No, I'm not. I swear. This is the exact reason why I didn't say it. Teruya is canonically smarter than Kinji. Like it goes Teruya, Kinji. Someone even made a funny comic about it. That's funny. Why would he think you're suspicious? It's just a couple of nameplates. I don't think they're that much related to Kyoka's death anyway. Yes, they are related. Much related, in fact. Now, would you care to explain what that means to us? I said earlier that two people were connected to the murder. I think the culprit was probably Haruhiko or the priest. I don't know. One of them is Haruhiko for switching the nameplates, and the other person is me. Huh? It's definitely not Tsurugi. But Mr. Kinjo, you have an indirect connection with the murder of Miss Maki? May I ask you to elaborate on that? It's true. Let's see, where should I start? Start from the beginning. How about we all get a grasp of the culprit's intention first? Things went as the culprit originally planned. The person to have a portrait here would have been me. That statement sounds somewhat far-fetched. How come you were to die instead of Kyoka? How many times do we have to hear about Makuro Ikusaba, the 16th student lying somewhere in the school? Yeah, I know. You remember the torn note that Yuki read to us a while ago? I was able to comprehend what the culprit was aiming for after seeing that note. Kyoka got that note from the culprit and headed to the laundry room at the designated time. There, she was assaulted and murdered by the culprit. Everything's clear on this, right? Then let me ask. Have you guys watched Kodaka's anime that came out recently? How do you think Kyoka got the note? How? She got the note? Well, maybe one of us casually handed it over to her. So was somebody else supposed to die, but what? Kyoka wouldn't have known that the person who gave the note would come back after her back then. Not yet. Yes, it's good. I heard it's really good. From whom? Where? How? Did any of you ever see Kyoka getting a note from someone? No. Besides, there wasn't any time for that. After we got out of the audio visuals room, Kyoka stayed with me and Satsuki until she went into her room for nighttime. Wait, then Kyoka got the note between 10 p.m. last night and her time of death, which is 6 a.m. of this morning. It's definitely Mitch. You can tell. Who else would be able to throw the hook? Right, but Kyoka went inside her room as soon as it became nighttime. She wouldn't have gotten the note while talking face to face with someone. That, and he's been quiet. Just pretty much like this whole trial. And that leaves us with only one possibility. She got the note while she was inside her room. It's on my to watch list. It looks really cool. I want to watch it, but you can't go into someone else's room unless you got the key or the owner's permission. I really wish I could watch it on stream. Kind of sucks that copyright exists. Yes, but there's a way to give her the note without opening the door. What? But that'd be like magic. Really? How? Yeah, and I mean, with the ball being involved too, it makes it even more suspicious towards Mitch because he's a soccer player. And who would be able to kick the ball like that? Him. I mean, it only makes sense to have to kick the ball, right? Not really throw it. A way to slip a note inside the room without opening the door or being seen by the owner. That should be pretty simple. Something that any clever kid could think of. Let's think about it. If I stay calm and keep brainstorming, it will come to my mind. A normal cast of people could just end the trial 2 hours ago. Yeah, this one's really dragging. And I think it's because they don't have a lot of smart people. Just slide it under. What would you say has been your favorite cast? Like out of all of the fan games I've played? I'd say Hope Restoration. Hope Restoration is my favorite cast out of all of the fan games that I've seen so far. For sure. SDRA 2 would be a close second. That's it. The gap. Even when the door is fully closed, there's a gap between the bottom of the door and the threshold. That's large enough to slip a note through. Everybody says DRA is better than SDRA 2. I don't know if I agree with that yet. So after nighttime, the culprit left a note inside Miss Maki's room through that gap. Right. There would be no one out in the hallway after nighttime, and Kyoko would still be awake. I mean, I like the cast. I like this cast a lot. But I don't like the I don't like this trial. I think this trial is kind of dragging on a little bit for me. I had a message like, don't exit your room to keep Monokuma from noticing. Would have easily dealt with the chance of Kyoka seeing the note coming in and opening the door. Yeah, I'll watch more cartoons than Danganronpa. Any fan game that you've seen me start, I'll keep doing them, but, you know, I have to wait for the episodes to come out. That way the sinner won't have to reveal himself while still getting the message across. This inequality of information between the culprit and Kyoka made her more vulnerable to deception. You know, it was pretty bold of him to do that. What if Kyoka didn't show up or brought other people with her? Hi, Mr. Beast Art. What's up? Also, the daily life cartoon and Danganronpa video will come out in live. That's cool. The note probably requests her to come alone to prevent such occurrences, likely coupled with a reason she won't be able to ignore. I like SDRA 2 more, and that's just because I haven't seen that much of DRA 1 to tell either. But the fact it mentioned the absence of cameras must have been something Monokuma shouldn't know about. A way out, for instance. Wouldn't any of you refuse to go if someone offers to tell you a way to escape? Well, yeah, for this trial, it's kind of weak for a first trial compared to a concept of trials in general. Yeah. Go. Yes. True. I would have gone as well. How long is this trial? Too long. Okay, the culprit sneaked this note into her room. I get that, but how exactly is it you and Haru's fault? Think closely. Most people here didn't know about Haruhiko switching the nameplates until it was said in the trial or noticed it after the murder occurred. Two people in the cast are smart and the others are dumb as fuck. I know. Which means, at the time of the murder, the culprit was unaware of the fact either. I think because, like, the concept of this trial, like, the killing's not that hard to piece together. But the trial is, like, really long for some reason, because I feel like we're having to explain to the dumb people what's happening for too long. For those of you who haven't got it yet, see, here we go. We're explaining it again. We're saying that the culprit killed Kyoko because of a confusion. So there was a confusion. That's okay, Josiah. I just appreciate you being here and watching the stream. You're awesome. Confusion? What? So it ties back to what Tsurugi said earlier? Right. I think I know it now. The indirect influence Haru had over Kyoka's death. Yuki is normal, but as smart as not here. Haru switched the nameplates by mistake, and the culprit slipped the note inside the room without knowing they were switched. I know, right? They wanted to kill Tsurugi. By the time he went to get ice cream and come back, the trial would still be going. That's right, the culprit never intended to murder Kyoka. The real person he wanted to kill was Tsurugi. That makes sense. The killer saw Tsurugi's nameplate on the door and left a note there. The room was actually Kyoka's. Does that mean Tsurugi would have died if Haruhiko didn't switch the nameplates? I went to the bathroom, got more water and some chocolate, came back and they were still not at the culprit yet. Yes, that's why I said Haruhiko and I indirectly caused Kyoka's death. Kyoka? It's all because I was an idiot. It's all because I was dumb enough to mix up those stupid nameplates. Hey, you saved Tsurugi though. So Tsurugi appreciates it. Calm down, Haruhiko. It's not your fault. Calm down. Even if you put the nameplates correctly, Tsurugi would have been in danger. I'm a policeman. It's my duty to ensure everyone's safety. Yeah, but what is a policeman gonna do here? Yet I was careless enough to let Kyoka die. I should have died rather than failing in my duty like this. Please don't say that. Every person's life must be treated with extreme regard. Everybody's coming up with jokes saying how long this stream is, or how long this trial is. This is why I cannot forgive the culprit. Not the murderers ever deserved it, but him killing one of our close friends was absolutely unforgivable. I think I accidentally added that censor because that censor was here because I was on the front page. That's why. Yeah, I feel the same too, but how am I supposed to take that one of us is that cruel? Cold-blooded killer. You think Roku was joking? No. Pretty sure she was right. So, what do you mean by so? Can't you think? Now's the time to say it. Hi, Penalty. What's up? Hi, Blaze. I really love your streams. I always enjoy them, every second of them. Whenever I'm feeling down, I always come to your channel. I feel like this isn't a good time to send this, but I thought I'd share this with you. Thank you for making these. That was so nice. Thank you. I appreciate you, dude. And thank you for being here. You're amazing. The culprit. The things I put myself through for Blaze. Thank you, Roku. I love you. Didn't you solve everything you need to? The fact that the culprit is a man, the way he hanged the body without entering the restroom, how and why he called Kyoko Maki and killed her? Isn't the culprit fairly obvious at this point? Thank you, Ray. In the trial here, please. Well, while we did figure out most of the major details, I don't believe we ever brought up that matter before. Jeez, you guys still don't know. How long are you going to make me wait here? I think my legs are starting to hurt. Even she's getting annoyed. I'm dead. How would you say it yourself if you know so much? Rura, hi, welcome. Huh, why should I? Kinjo out there anyway. Tsurugi? What? Do you know who the culprit is? Yes, I do. Actually, I already knew who it was well before the trial started. Everybody just knew. So then why did we have to sit here for so long? Woohoo! That's our ultimate police. But what I thought back then was more like an educated guess. Now that I went through these discussions in the trial, I'm confident with what I got. Man, that's epic. How'd you know? I still don't have a clue. Of course you don't. I'll try to make it easy for everyone to understand. Can you? Can you make it easy? So let's go back to when we were talking about the hook and the rubber ball. You all know how the culprit used them, right? Of course, the culprit tied a rope to the rubber ball and set it around the pipe a few times, then threw the hook on to secure the rope. All was to make it seem like it was done from the inside. The rubber ball was the decisive factor in my deduction of the culprit. Do you remember Yuki explaining earlier that the rubber ball burst because it couldn't overcome the pressure? It's probably due to the accumulated damage from the repeated collisions with the wall. Here's a rebuttal. Why didn't Kirigiri tell everyone that Leon and Mondo were the killer when she knew from the start? That's true. And here's the question. How much pressure do you think is needed to pop a rubber ball? That's a good point though, Hustle King. Well, it will depend on which kind you're talking about, but probably a lot. We still going, Paradroid. What's up? Yep, I'll tell you something that pops too easily will be worthless as a bouncy ball. Well, unless they're really strong, then it's not the ball's fault, right? Normal levels of pressure can't leave a single scratch on it, much less make it burst. The rubber ball still bursts, just by bouncing a few times off the wall. That's kind of strange. When I saw the rubber ball, it was still glossy and shining all over despite its condition. I dare say it was brand new. I'm not done yet. I didn't place emphasis on this earlier. Think about it. Spell it out for them, please. They need it. Tsurugi. Please, do it. I know you can. Would it be easy to make a ball go over the pipe through the little space between it and the ceiling? Bounce off the wall and roll back towards the entrance? Probably not. That's how it is, Tito. That's how it is. Just when the culprit couldn't afford to fail, even once, because he was a man. I believe it would be a challenge. Get a freaking ladder or something and stand on it? I don't possess the skills for it in the first place, but even if I did, I won't be able to do it because of the pressure. Well, we know that. Fully agreed. But the culprit chose to take that challenge and succeeded nonetheless. That wasn't just a matter of guts. He had the confidence and ability to assure his skills, his success. In short, the culprit has the ability to throw a ball exactly where he wants to. It's more than the accuracy. It's not only did the culprit have precise control over where to land the ball, but also the strength to burst it open. But I don't think anyone out of the guys look like they have that much strength and accuracy. You sure about that? Are you sure about that? Judging by his muscles, maybe Yamaguchi does? I don't think he has the accuracy though. He does have the strength. With my daily muscle training, it would be certainly possible for me to burst a rubber ball with my strength. But what about the accuracy though? However, just to be clear, I could not be the culprit. Okay. I can't even score a goal right below the basket. So, yeah, he sucks at accuracy. Then how did the killer pull off those tricks? Was he secretly the ultimate baseball player? Was that a reference? No, I think you guys are missing something. Was that a reference? Yo! I said the culprit made the rubber ball go over the pipe, not through it. Huh? How can you make the ball go over the pipe without throwing it? Wait, I think there is a way. But how do you even do that? Superpowers? You guys are ultimates. You have superpowers, basically. No, you can kick it with your foot. Wait, how did you get to that conclusion with that logic? Oh, right. Rubber balls are smart enough to hold with one hand, or they're small enough to hold with one hand. So I was naturally thinking that the culprit threw it. Wouldn't it be hard to kick? Wouldn't it be harder to kick something? Huh? Hold on a second. Kicking with your foot? No, kicking with your head. I knew I had the answer when I reached that point. It seems like I got some of you there, though. If what I'm thinking is right, the culprit is... But why? Why did he? Hey, Kyrie, hello, welcome. Ka! I'm still not getting it. Who was it? Can somebody just tell me the answer? Oh my god, Teruya. Oh my god, how did you make it to SDRA 2? Yuki, you know who it is, right? This is exactly like an example of what happens when everything is given to you. You stop thinking logically and for yourself. True. Looking at your facial expression, I got the feeling that you finally reached the truth. You helped me out a lot with the hook and the nameplate, so how about you say it for us? I think Dobby's right on that. You got your flex penguins? Yeah! I love them. Yuki. Tsurugi's right. I know the culprit. Let him know. Dude, when they get to the summer, you know how they like to break down what happened? We are skipping that. Like, I think we all get it. We don't need a recap. I think everybody in the chat gets how this went down. If you don't, then
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. Okay. This is something I have to do. I must do this. Yeah, the climax reasoning, we are skipping that. We're going right through it, dog. Like, they spelt this trial out for us. Like, now there's been times where it was like trials you kind of need the climax reasoning, but in this one, nah. They spelt this trial way out for us. The person that came up with this plan and murdered Kyoka. Mitch. There it is. We have our culprit. Finally. It was you, right? Uh-oh. How is he gonna break down, though? What? It was you. Suspended. Togami was a different breed, though. Oh, there's the climax reasoning. It's like right here. Damn, it's long. Look at that. Look how long the climax reasoning is. Holy crap. That joke's like 20 minutes long. Did you just say? Yeah, we're skipping that. I'm the culprit? We have one more part after this, and it's a really short part. What? Mitsuhiro? Nah, yeah, we're skipping that, homie. Hey, hold on. How does that make me the culprit? None of the guys have the ability to throw a rubber ball exactly where it was targeted with enough power to burst it. But if we're talking about kicking a ball with that much strength and accuracy, wouldn't be impossible for you, right? Especially when you're the ultimate soccer player. Gah. No, the YouTube viewers are lucky. They get to skip right through it. Mitsuhiro's talent was said to be almost on par with that of many professional soccer players. It makes sense for an expert like him to handle a much smaller and lighter ball with such ease. No. Wrong, and wrong. Yeah, we can do that, Tito. Keep quiet if you're not the expert. Soccer balls and rubber balls are different. And I can't do all that, even with a soccer ball. You know, don't skip it. Just look at the images. They're such a meme. Is it that funny? Mitch, but you did that thing in Fuji TV's The Masters Challenge. You were the special guest for the game. We had to dribble all kinds of balls and land it on the target. So he's really good with balls, is what you're saying. For real? Didn't you have no problems with the rubber ball there? You even did it with a freaking pea. What? You can juggle them, right? I saw that episode in the hospital. He easily scored a goal with a soccer ball, then did the same with ping pong balls, shuttlecocks, and one of those large exercise balls, I believe. What is a shuttlecock? Wait, let me look this up. Shuttlecocks. And you're saying you can't kick rubber balls? Try a better joke. That was all fake. Fuji TV scripted it. How would that even be possible? Am I a god or something? Okay, if you guys don't know what a shuttlecock is, it's this. I didn't know that's what those were called. Whoa, big scandal alert. Mitch, are you really the culprit? Yeah, it's a badminton birdie. I always called them birdies. Do you kill Kyoka? Yeah, plus, wasn't he the one who said the killer would be among the girls? Yeah, Tito, we could do that. Hi, Non-Jack, what's up? No, this is a trap. I know Yuki's the culprit. He's trying to accuse me with no evidence whatsoever. Are you sure about that? Dude, are you good? Mitch, it's over. Shut it down, Mitch. You had the longest trial ever. Please just say it. I don't want to do this any longer. Me either. End it. End it, Yuki. Say what? I didn't kill anyone. They called them birdies because they didn't want preteens giggling at the word cock in school. Oh, that makes sense. And why does it have to be me? Do you have any proof? Do you have any kind of evidence that I killed? It's a hero. I don't think you would. I don't think you would overreact like this if you weren't the culprit. And you seem able to perform that trick using the rubber ball that Yuki meant earlier. That was... This is ridiculous. That's pure speculation. Show me the proof. Are you mad? Are you good? Yuki's like, come on, bro. Mitch seems really messed up right now. But it's true that my argument doesn't have a solid backup. I thought of it by process of elimination, not real evidence. Why is Dabi a child? It should be somewhere. That one piece of evidence that could nail him down as the killer. I need to point that out, or else. Is it gonna be the ball on the hook? We won't get anywhere. Yeah, Mitch is about to be like Leon. More tame though. Yeah, the chapter 3 trial in SDRA 2. Oh my god. If you were at that stream, dear Lord. That was a long stream. My god, was that stream long. I think that was like a 5-hour stream. I remember getting really winded on that one. That was like a 5 or 6 hour long stream. And it was toxic as fuck. It was a toxic stream. Wait, Mitch, something's off in your statement. There was people in there spoiling like the whole entire time. Imagine sitting here for 5 to 6 hours with people spamming spoilers in the chat. It was sad. Huh? What's off? I don't see anything wrong in it. I know we talked about the culprit using the hook and the rubber ball earlier. Yo, Sway! With the Twitch Prime sub! You got your sub! I appreciate that. Thank you. Much love, dude. We didn't mention the place they got it from. Then how did you know those tools were from the antique store? Huh? Thank God we're in Twitch, though. I know. That's why I kind of switched to Twitch. But because that's where most of the tools are? Yeah, I just thought the antique store was a good place for them to get it from. Personal opinion. I think I erased that stream from my memory, to be honest. Me too, kind of. That makes 0 sense. You normally find hooks and rubber balls in the storage, not the antique store. I'm trying to think of another stream that we did that was that toxic. I want to say the Your Turn to Die one was pretty bad. Yeah, and can't you find a bunch of balls in the gym too? There's always balls in the gym. How'd you know? He's like, ooh. Oops. Someone got caught. You see, you never know. But the storage of the antique store might have those. That's why I mentioned the antique store. It looks like that place is practically everything. Wasn't there a person that was just hating on you, Blaze? I don't remember. Maybe there was. Mitch, we know. One of us has been keeping track of every single item in the storage in the antique store. You know, that doesn't happen very often. I don't get much hate. But when it happens, it sucks. Am I right, Teruya? Yes, Yuki. Is this why you asked me about this? Trust me, the antique store definitely had hooks and rubber balls. I know because I spent most of my time hanging out there. Also, I'm pretty sure there weren't any hooks or rubber balls in the storage. I like how the trials in Danganronpa aren't as long as the others. I usually can't sit through 2 hours of a trial. It depends for me. It depends on how good the trial is. Like chapter 3 trial for SDRA 2 was really good. So that 5 or 6 hours flew by actually. But if it's something like this where it's like, you know what's happening and it's just a big runaround the whole time and it's just over explaining things, it gets kind of old, you know? The ones using the murder are from the antique store. The way those items were arranged changed after the murder. Whoa, Teruya, you memorized all of that. This art is pretty good. Yeah, it is. Wow, what a freak. He's like, wait, what? Me? I'm a freak? What you mean? Shut up. It's just a coincidence. And you still didn't show me proof. Exactly, Bubbles. Show me evidence. Tangible evidence. Not your stupid guesses. We're giving you evidence. Shut up. I'm not buying it. You're doing this to the wrong person. Are we? Are we, Mitch? Jeez, can't you be a man and just say you did it? That would be amazing if there was just one time where someone just admitted it. Just like, yep, I did it. Vote and fuck off. Fuck off and vote. Hey, Mitch, will you admit it if we show you the evidence? That you're the culprit? Ah, I'm not the culprit. If there's no evidence, you can't say I did it. Give me the proof. Proof, proof, proof. It was the seesaw effect. If he insists, we probably should show him. Mitch's get stitches. Yuki, show him the proof you have. Huh? I have the proof? Be patient and think. You do have the proof. You even showed it to us a while ago. I showed the proof to everyone? I think Danganronpa Rejected Zero had a really good first trial. Is he talking about... I see. I didn't think about it back then, but that can certainly nail Mitch down. I remember that Fangan having a really good first trial. That one was fun to watch. I've got to show him what that is. Terminate talk shooting? I was about to say, imagine if a trial in Ace Attorney dragged this long, then I remembered Rise from the Ashes existed. Dude, Rise from the Ashes took forever. I hated that case. Oh my god. And it was so dragged on. Oh my god. I think what hurts me, what really hurts that trial for me, or that case, is that like I was pretty much like done with the game. Like I had beat Ace Attorney and I was like, all right, this is like an extra thing added on, right? And boy, it was like another whole game. Like that one case was about as long as the entire game. Literally. I was like, holy crap, dude. This one case could have been this whole game. What is it about to say? Monokuma gave us the notepads? The notepads Monokuma gave us. Okay. The notepads. Get wrecked. 2 games for the price of 1, basically. It was the first Phoenix Rice. I can't talk. I said Phoenix Rice. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. If you played the very first one, it drags on. If you want it, I'll show you. Tangible evidence that could prove you guilty. Rise from the Ashes nearly made me quit playing the Trilogy Collection. Really? It was that bad to you? Which obviously doesn't exist, you moron. It does exist. It wasn't that bad. Remember when I showed you the note to explain how the culprit called Kiyoka to the laundry room? The paper used for the note was from the notepad given to us by Monokuma, which means I think these longer trials work better if they have a fast pace and a lot of information and points, but when it's dragged on and full of long-winded discussion, it feels longer than it should. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. We can see if that note was from your notepad by checking if there are any torn pages in there. Ouch. Wait. What? I need to sell Phoenix Rice. I should. Well, Mitsuhiro, here's the evidence you've been asking for. Hey, you. This evidence? Are you kidding me? We got those like a week ago. Anyone could have torn out a page for who knows what. Come on, Mitch. The gig is up. Huh? Anyone could have used it? The gig is up, dude. Then we could try matching Yuki's note with the torn section in your notepad. That way, we'll be clear on whether it was from your notepad or not. Well, but just own up to it. Shut up. Hey, don't you think the culprit could have used someone else's notepad? How can you be so sure that it was from mine? Because we know. That's all you need to know. Oh, wait, idiot. The notepads were in the drawer in our rooms. How are you going to get one without the owner's permission? Why are we even talking to this guy? Because basically at this point, everybody's in agreement that he's done it. But they're just trying to get him to confess. And it's just like, if I was in the cast, I'd be like, hey guys, can we just vote? Can we just vote this guy? Like, you agree? Yeah. You over there? You too? Okay, yeah. You? Yeah, you agree. Let's get this over with. Like, Monokuma punishment time. Wait, that's easy vote. Mitch, just admit it. I don't want us to keep fighting each other like this. We're not even fighting each other at this point. He's just yelling, like. It's over then. Over? Who said it's over? Nothing's over. Come on, bro, it's over. Shut up. Can we vote? This is a lie. This is all a big lie. It's over, Mitch. How dare you accuse a celebrity like me of murder? Bro. Bro, Mitch. Can we talk? Yuki, do the thing, right? All right, if you say so. I'll go over the case from the beginning. That you committed murder, Mitch. Oh, this is where we speed it up. You know it's getting taken too long when even Dobby got impatient? Oh, dang. Even Dobby? Okay. Some of this art's really good, though. Low key. Look at that one. Wait, what the heck? This looks weird. Him interacting with her body like that. Oh, and then this is where he kicked the ball. The art's really good, though. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm so done with this guy. For a Fangan in 2015, Mitch is like someone in Among Us who waits out the voting timer when everyone else has already voted. Exactly. That's a good point. All right, we're gonna go to the part where the black man becomes colored. That doesn't sound right. Here it is. Even D-Rock laughed. There it is. Yeah. I want you to rewrite that. It was you, right? Mitsuhiro Higa. How was that, Mitch? Do you still have anything to say? You pipe. He has nothing to say. Why are you skipping the closing argument? Where have you been? I said I was gonna. I kept telling you guys I was gonna skip it. He must have forgotten how to speak. We already know what happened. We got a good 3 hours of what happened. What kind of nonsense is that? This is just purely outrageous. We would have literally been here for another 20 minutes. Mitch, it's over. Please be honest. It's meaningless for us to keep attacking each other. Mitsuhiro, was it really you? Why? Why did you commit something like murder? I won't lie, going back to this feels like going back to playing Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon on the NES, where it's great, but it can be such a slog to sit through after being used to everything else from the newest. I know, you're right. No, it wasn't me. It's not me. It's not me. Not me. Not me. No, it wasn't me. Yo, he's freaking out. This is it. I'm sorry, dude, but it's punishment time. Whoa, this idiot is going all crazy. Oh my god. Mitsuhiro's totally gone wacko. Oh my god, look at all the spit coming out of his mouth. That's Sprite. Jeez. There's drool coming out of his nose. That was... I wonder if they got an A. Did they get an A? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Huh? It looks like you're all done. As the headmaster, let me say your discussions were packed with passion in a fashionable way. I'm surprised Monokuma didn't speed that trial up. I feel like he barely said anything in this entire trial. Usually Monokuma has a lot to say, but he didn't say much this time. He just kind of was there. Hmm? Passion and fashion. Are they the same? Are they different? Because usually Monokuma's the one that gets impatient. He's like, all right, bro. This is taking too long. Oh, who cares? You don't need any of those to live a good life anyway. Monokuma was chilling. I know he had his snacks ready. He was basically us in this trial. So let's move on to voting time. You don't need any extra explanations, right? Pick the person that you believe is the blackened. Monokuma was sleeping. Everyone, make your choice using the switch in front of you. And one more thing, just as a reminder. Triple check that you voted for someone. If I ever see a blank ballot, you know what happens. I'm sure none of you would want to be punished for something so minor like that. Yeah, that would be stupid. Monokuma was napping. Okay then, time to get excited. Who will be chosen as the blackened? We can make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one. Oh no, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I'm pretty sure after that long ass explanation, we know who did it. We got this. 4 more hours till the 12 timer is up. Dude, I'm gonna have to play The World Ends With You now. I'm gonna have to finally play The World Ends With You. I have to finish the game now. Because if they're really coming out with a sequel and an anime, game. It's game. It's game. Oh, bingo. The blackened of this trial, that is, the murderer who killed Kyoka Maki is none other than Mitsuhiro Higa. It was him. What? Hold on. Nah, there's no holding on, man. Mr. Higa, did you really? Every time I see the name Higa, I think of the YouTuber. Mitch, why did you kill her? Tell us. How many more hours? Oh, we only got 20 more minutes. And this is the last part. I was a big fan of yours. I liked soccer too. I admired your talent as a rising star. Yep, that one, Kyrie. I can't ever say his name correctly. Is it Niga Higa? Why did you have to? Ryan Higa? Yep. You forgot about him? Yeah, he hasn't done videos in a while. Cut it out and say something. I don't know how to say it. Fine. I killed Kyoko or Kyoka Maki. Yeah. I don't know how to get rid of that yet. I'm gonna have to look into that box thing that happens every once in a while on this camera. Are you serious? I think it was a setting that I might have turned on by accident and I didn't know I did that. Finally. Thanks for letting me know. I've been noticing it. Mitsuhiro, assuming everything we found out is true, you killed Kyoka even though you weren't targeting her, right? I think it's a focus feature. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn that off. I think it's because I'm not centered, because I'm usually centered, right? But since I'm not centered, it's trying to find my face. I'm not saying it was okay for you to set up a murder, but you could have quit and spared Kyoka when your plan went wrong. I thought it was just me who had that boxing. No, it's been happening. It's my camera. Why didn't you do that? Why were you so stubborn about killing someone? Kyoka did nothing to you. But still. I just had to get out of here after watching that video. That video? The motive video. Just as I thought. Dude, the rest of SDRA 2 is going to be fun. This is the only possible answer. I'm glad that it's being translated right now. We're back to, you know, him translating the actual daily life. You mean the motive? Monokuma has shown us that DVD just yesterday. The contents must have been different for each student, but every one of them seemed enough to push a person toward despair. When I watched my video, I felt myself wrapped up by a surge of emotion demanding me to go home using any means possible. I even thought of murder. You at the last stream that you were at? If it's the stream that I'm thinking of, you didn't even see the new camera. I just got this camera. I've only done one other stream with this camera, and that was on Friday, I think, or Thursday. Mitch's murder must have happened due to the same reason. It was Friday. I don't know if it was happening in that stream. I wasn't paying attention. I was aware of how serious of a crime this is. Even a million apologies won't be enough for what I did. The difference between him and Leon is that Leon wasn't even planning on murdering Sayaka. That's true. But I had to do it. Did you really have to? I had to get out of this place, and for that I had to murder. It's a hero. You bastard! I don't know what you saw in your video, but can you even guess what was on mine? Even in the manga, Leon killed Sayaka by accident. Every soccer stadium in this world being reduced to ashes, terrorists attacking FIFA headquarters, and world-class soccer players going missing. My parents would kill me if they found out I'd been executed. On top of that, my home team was also... Well, what would you have done if you left? Like, I don't get it. What would have changed? How could such a thing be possible? I'm sorry. Aww. That's exactly my case. Oops. Oh, this can't be good. It seems like something has occurred to the well-being of Yuki Maida's warm and caring family. Wait, what? Oh, this can't... What could have possibly happened at this house? Oh, no. Submit to hero. Soccer is a stage where he belongs. Nothing more, nothing less. Witnessing his own sweet home being completely destroyed would feel... Oh no, I messed up my chat. Attack on FIFA headquarters? There should be an anime fan again? That'd be cool. Come on. You know that's utter nonsense. Right? And it doesn't only pertain to yours. All of our videos must have been faked. We're gonna see the execution, right? It should be in the game, right? It wasn't an extra thing. You shouldn't have fallen for this trap. Ugh. Die sanity, don't give people ideas. I couldn't stop trembling after watching my video because it was as shocking and terrifying as yours. It wasn't just you. It was everyone's fight, even Kyoka's. Even though she watched the same absurd video, she was trying to overcome the temptation of murder. Yuki's family is probably worried sick about now that Yuki's trapped in 2 killing games. That's a good point. You bastard! Well, think of Makoto's family. I couldn't help it. Soccer's my everything. I'd even say it's more important than my life. I know murder's wrong. I just had to see with my own eyes if that video is real, even if it means killing another person. So out of curiosity, you killed somebody? That's what we do? That's what we do. Let me ask you one thing. Suppose that your plan went without a hitch and you got out. See, hey, Ray's about to ask the real questions. Let me tell you. This is exactly what I said. What if you found that video was forged? What's he gonna say? Then what were we going to do? You heard about the class trial and the entrance ceremony, didn't you? Bye, Tito. The victory of the Blackened is equivalent to the death of everyone minus the Blackened. Big facts. My point is this. By setting off your murder plan, you opted to make the lives of us 14 for your own needs. Yep. But were you aware of the full weight of your choice? Or at least prepared to face the consequences? I doubt it. Dang. That's deep. Yeah, this is facts. That's pretty selfish, Mitch. Very selfish. You know what I want to say. You're nothing more than an ignorant moron who wanted to get out of here using soccer as an excuse. Sheesh.
Hello, Megan.
Ouch. Of course our videos were as shocking as yours. Otherwise, it won't even be a motive. If that alone was sufficient to make a person murder, all of us would have done it by now. Ray, chill. He's about to die anyway. Exactly. Let the man live life to the fullest in the in the next like 5 minutes. But in reality, you were the only one to commit murder. What do you think was different between you and the rest of us? Dude, let this man live, please. Could it be prioritizing your desire to escape over your so-called friends, quote unquote? Ray, cut it out. Don't try to make this any more complicated. Are you telling me this idiot got shocked by the DVD and just went on to murder someone because he was tempted without even being mentally prepared? That's what it's looking like. I don't know why there was a box over that word. I saw that too. No, I won't deny it. But soccer really was my everything. Was. Past tense. It's different now. Actually, it was pretty well planned out. He even managed to come up with a complex trick immediately after murdering Kyoka. I feel like Hifumi would be the type of person to kill someone over a stupid debate. Like if he were to make a whole speech on how thick Princess Pickles was and Yasuhiro just told him to calm down over a drawing, he'd just lose it. Right. Tsurugi being his initial target doesn't look like a coincidence either. You thought his talent would be an obstacle to your plan, didn't you? Ugh. It's over, Mitch. Bullseye, I suppose. It's over. Put this man in his grave. Monokuma, where you at? Right? Why are we still preaching to this man? From the beginning, Mitch was willing to murder, even without the motive. Why are we giving him that benefit, you know? That satisfaction. A malice beyond description. That's what killed Kyoka. But this killing wasn't that complex compared to what we've seen. So what? Does it even matter? This ain't no chapter 3 SGRA 2. Monokuma was the ultimate ringleader behind all this. Monokuma was the one who drove Mitsuhiro to that point. Shit, even chapter 4 was confusing. You know what, Mitch? Right after watching the motive, Kyoka told me, Haru, and Satsuki this. Chapter 3 and 4 was the best trials in SDRA 2. Seriously, really good. Murder, motives, anxiety. Just push them to the side and have fun. That way we can all chill out and strengthen our bond. And that was the death flag right there. Kyoko probably got the same amount of shock as you. She was trying to overcome the situation by getting everyone together. Doesn't that remind you of Danganronpa? You remember the character that died in Danganronpa? The first one? If she had a chance to talk with you yesterday, things could have been different. The nice characters die first. The ones that want to bring everyone together die first. Why isn't it so frightening? Who would have guessed that world-class celebrity is actually just a bad-tempered coward? Are we getting the execution now? This is why you should never judge a book by its cover. No one would have ever thought the Mitch Higa would murder. What? What are you even talking about? One of the reasons I would die if I was in Danganronpa, right? It's your fault. This entire situation, Mitch's murder, it's all your fault. How could you even say that? For once, we're on Monokuma's side. Yay! Aw, don't be so salty. What's done is done. Don't you got a carpe diem? Oh? What's up with that attitude? If you're trying to fight me, give up. You'll probably end up hanging out with your dead friend anyway. Monokuma, come on. Why we gotta be like this right now? Chill out. Besides, you don't scare me at all. Shut up, Monokuma. I don't know where you got the balls for that, but someday I'll bring you to justice myself. You would see me as a Chapter 3 victim for some reason? I would be a Chapter 3 victim? That's horrible. Tsurugi might be an exception. You don't see me surviving? Till the end? Gee, look how long you guys have been holding me back. We better get started. I ain't gotta watch. But this stream's lasted 4 hours, Monokuma. Start what? The punishment. What else would it be? I'm a tragic Chapter 4 killer that makes everyone cry. Aw. I told you, the punishment awaits the side who lost the class trial. Let's wrap it up here, Monokuma. Punishment? You mean... Yup. You know what that means. Execute. Yep. Just give me a sec. Nah, there ain't no... You had 3 hours of trial. You go get this work. Of course I'm guilty. I deserve death. I deserve any kind of punishment. I know I can't ever make up for my crime. You had 3 hours of seconds, okay? But still, are you really trying to kill me? Sure, I killed Kyoka, but isn't this a bit different? Seriously, you're gonna take my life? I can explain. I really must have been crazy. I'm sorry. I'll never do that again. I could rot in jail for the rest of my life. Just don't kill me. Patito Loquito? Patito Loquito, right? Is that how you say it? Yeah, I'll do anything you want. You can have all the money I earned by playing soccer, okay? Ray already killed him with those roasts, so why would Monokuma execute a dead body? Yikes. I don't want to die. Help me. I'll do anything but dying. I'm begging you. Please just don't kill me. Nah, boy. I don't know. I've never been more happy to see someone get... Hey, guys, do something. I'm gonna die for real. This is not a joke. For real? For real? You're gonna die? I would have never guessed. Sorry, Mitsuhiro. You gotta go. Even though this is kind of sad. When you took our time, we're taking your life. Yikes. Notwithstanding Mitch's desperate cries, everyone turned their heads away from him. Literally, the chat is like... Y'all are savages right now. Including myself. Boop, boop, boop. What is this? Are you scared of dying? Weren't you ready for this when you became the Blackened? Above all, you disrupted order. You killed Kyoka. Oh, yeah! He did do that! I forgot! Dude, he did sexually harass Akane in the first episode. that we watched. He did that, didn't he? Oh, he thought I forgot. Yeah, okay. Nah, he's gotta go. I forgot all about that. Wow, somebody just reminded me of that in the chat. I'm dead. Whatever the outside laws may be, the rule here is simple. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. I forgot all about that. This dude done slipped. No matter what you do, you can't avoid punishment. Once you're revealed to be the Blackened, you are punished. This is an iron-bound rule. We tried to forget about that? Nah, we don't forget about that. It's time to go. Now, save your breath and let us begin. I certainly wouldn't want my students to procrastinate. I wanted to forget. No, we don't want to forget. That's something that stays with us. So, I prepared a special punishment for the Blackened. It's a hero, Kiga, the ultimate soccer player. Mitch tried to mess with our waifu, so we taken his life food. No, go away. Go away. Nah, bruh. It's punishment time. Time to go. Let's give it all we've got. It's time. Laters, Mitchie. You gotta go. You sexually harassed one of the best girls of this game. It's time to go. No, all that crying. First you sexually harass somebody, then you kill somebody? Like, dang, bro, what were you doing? All right, let's see what happens here. Mitch was found guilty. Time for the punishment, right? Here we go. Oh, this is... Uh-oh. This is kind of like Leon's. Whoa. Red card. Oh, he's strapped to the ball. Yikes. Okay, that's not funny, but at the same time, it kind of is. Yikes. Could you imagine? Oh my god. Oh shit. Yo. Everyone's faces though. Bro, you would have thought after that first kick, his whole face would have been smushed in. I don't know if he deserved that. Yeah, that was a bit much. That was a bit much. But damn. That was crazy. Wait, is there another part? Oh, because it's like the last scene. Oh, I didn't even see that. It's not in the playlist. That's why. Damn. With a budget, I could see that in a real game, right? That was pretty well put together. I thought it stopped there, to be honest. I don't know if I could do another 20 minutes. But no, there's more. You thought it was over? It was that. That was pretty short, though. That execution was really short. But for a first execution, it definitely set the precedence, you know? Put it on double speed. I mean, it's pretty Danganronpa. You guys know what really happens here. Like, they talk. Everybody's all upset. Oh man, guys, we can't murder again. That's bad. Yeah, now we have to live together. God, how are we gonna do that? And then, you know, the Danganronpa spiel.
Hope will never die.
Too many